What if the universe is far more mysterious than we could ever comprehend? What if the vastness of space is not just an empty void, but a canvas upon which the greatest secrets of existence are painted? As we drift beyond the familiar boundaries of our cosmic neighborhood, we surrender ourselves to the silent embrace of the unknown. Tonight we embark on a journey, a voyage not just through the stars but through the very fabric of reality itself. The cosmic expanse unfolds before us, stretching endlessly in all directions. The universe, like a boundless ocean of darkness, is sprinkled with islands of light. Billions upon billions of stars glowing softly in the distance, each one a sun, perhaps nurturing worlds we cannot yet imagine. Their gentle radiance pulses like the heartbeat of existence, a silent symphony echoing through eternity. We glide effortlessly through space, carried by unseen currents, beyond the Milky Way, beyond the great spirals of familiar galaxies into the depths of the galactic unknown. Here we are untethered from time, weightless in the cradle of infinity, moving as quiet observers through a realm of celestial wonders. Ahead, a nebula looms, a vast and colorful cloud of gas and dust, stretching for light years across space. It glows in soft hues of violet and crimson, illuminated by the newborn stars hidden within. This is a stellar nursery, where gravity slowly pulls cosmic dust together, forming the seeds of new suns. In the quiet embrace of this celestial womb, the cycle of creation continues, just as it has for billions of years. As we drift closer, the soft glow of the nebula dances around us, wrapping us in its luminous tendril. It is here that we begin to sense the pulse of the universe itself, a rhythmic, almost imperceptible vibration, woven into the very fabric of space. The cosmos is alive, breathing in ways beyond our understanding. Moving further into the unknown, we encounter a lonely rogue planet, an orphaned world adrift between the stars. It is a place of silence, its surface shrouded in eternal night, untouched by the warmth of a sun. Yet even in this darkness, life may persist. Beneath thick layers of ice, deep within its core, geothermal heat could sustain hidden oceans. Creatures unlike anything we have ever known may swim in the abyss, thriving in a world without a sky. The rogue planet drifts endlessly, carrying its untold stories through the vast emptiness. How many of these worlds wander unseen through the universe? How many secrets lie hidden in the silent, uncharted corners of space? Leaving the rogue planet behind, we journey toward a region where light itself struggles to escape. The event horizon of a supermassive black hole. It is a tear in the fabric of space and time, a singularity of incomprehensible density. Around it swirls an accretion disk, a luminous storm of matter spiraling inward, heated to unimaginable temperatures by the intense gravitational pull. Time slows as we approach. The light from distant stars bends, distorted by the immense gravity, forming a halo around the void. If we were to cross the event horizon, reality itself would unravel. Space and time would stretch infinitely, and the laws of physics as we know them would cease to apply. But we do not cross. Instead, we watch, suspended in the gravitational ballet, witnessing the slow, inexorable consumption of matter. The black hole does not pull its prey violently. It simply waits, its gravity an irresistible whisper, drawing all things toward the inevitable. Beyond the black hole, the darkness grows deeper, more profound. We move past the edge of the familiar, into a realm where even light has yet to travel, a place beyond the observable universe. Here, the true nature of the cosmos remains a mystery, unseen and untouched by human eyes. What exists beyond our cosmic horizon? Does the universe continue infinitely, stretching forever into the unknown? Or does it curve back upon itself, looping in ways we cannot perceive? Perhaps there are other universes, parallel realms, stacked atop one another, like the pages of a book, each with its own rules, its own stars, its own whispered tales of existence. For now, these are questions without answer. But as we drift further into the unknown, carried by the gentle currents of cosmic wonder, we are reminded that the beauty of the universe is not just in what we know, but in all that we have yet to discover. We continue our journey, deeper still, toward the next great mystery waiting in the endless night. The vastness stretches before us, endless, silent, and full of mysteries waiting to be uncovered. We are weightless travelers, drifting deeper into the cosmic unknown, unbound by time or destination. The stars glow like distant embers, whispering their quiet stories across the cold expanse of space. Their light, traveling for millions, even billions of years, reaches us as a faint glow, a glimpse into the past, frozen in time. As we move further, the interstellar winds carry us toward a colossal structure, a galaxy in its infancy, a swirling mass of dust and gas, slowly coalescing into stars. We are witnessing creation itself, an event that will take millions of years to fully unfold. Yet here we are, floating in its midst, watching as new suns ignite for the first time. Within the heart of this forming galaxy, we see immense clouds of hydrogen collapsing under their own weight, giving birth to brilliant blue stars. These are the giants of the cosmos, hot, massive, and short-lived compared to our own sun. Their lifetimes are measured in mere millions of years, a fleeting moment in the grand scheme of the universe. And yet, their deaths will be among the most spectacular events in existence, exploding into dazzling supernovae, scattering their elements across space to seed the next generation of stars and planets. The thought lingers, perhaps the elements that now make up our own bodies once belonged to a distant star, one that burned bright and perished long before our sun was ever born. The atoms that compose us, that build the planets and fuel the stars, are ancient, forged in the hearts of celestial infernos, before being cast out into the galaxy like dust on the wind. We are in every way a product of the star. Leaving the stellar nursery behind, we drift toward a cluster of rogue planets, lonely wanderers that have been cast adrift from their solar systems. Without a parent star to anchor them, they travel aimlessly through the void, their surfaces locked in perpetual darkness. Some of these planets are barren, frozen wastelands where the temperature has plummeted to extremes beyond comprehension. Others, however, hide secrets beneath their thick, icy shell. We observe one such world, a frozen sphere with a faint internal glow, an indication of geothermal activity deep within. If we could break through the miles of solid ice covering its surface, we might find an ocean warmed by hydrothermal vents, a world teeming with strange and unseen life. Perhaps in the deepest abyss of this lost world, creatures glide through the water, illuminated only by the faint bioluminescence of their own bodies. They do not know of stars or skies, of galaxies or nebulae. Their universe exists within the boundaries of their ocean, and to them it is infinite. We linger for a moment, imagining what other hidden worlds may exist in the silent corners of space. How many rogue planets drift unseen, each carrying its own secrets, its own possibilities. Moving onward, we find ourselves drawn toward a distant beacon of light. It flickers like a cosmic lighthouse, pulsing with unimaginable power. As we draw closer, we recognize it for what it is, a quasar, the brilliant heart of an ancient galaxy, powered by a supermassive black hole feeding on the matter around it. The light we see has traveled for billions of years to reach us, meaning that this quasar is a relic of the early universe, a glimpse into a time when galaxies were still young and chaotic. Its brilliance is staggering, outshining entire galaxies, its jets of energy stretching for thousands of light years into space. If we could move even closer, we would see the swirling disk of gas being pulled toward the event horizon of the black hole, spinning faster and faster as it falls inward. The gravitational forces are beyond comprehension, warping space and time itself. If we were to cross the threshold, reality would begin to stretch and distort, time slowing to a crawl as we approached the singularity, where all known laws of physics cease to apply. But we do not cry. Instead, we drift away, leaving the quasar behind, letting its light continue its journey through the universe. As we travel further, we come across something truly rare, an exoplanet bathed in the soft light of a distant star. Unlike the rogue planets we saw before, this world orbits its sun in a delicate balance, close enough to receive warmth, but far enough to avoid destruction. It is a planet that could harbor life, a second Earth waiting to be discovered. Its atmosphere glows with a faint blue hue, oceans stretching across its surface, reflecting the starlight in shimmering waves. We cannot see the details from here, but we imagine the possibilities: forests swaying under alien skies, creatures roaming vast plains, intelligent beings looking up at the same stars, wondering if they are alone in the universe. Perhaps in this very moment, someone stands on the surface of that world, gazing into the sky, unaware that we are here, watching from the void. The thought lingers as we move onward, drifting ever deeper into the unknown. Ahead, the cosmic expanse stretches endlessly, filled with wonders yet to be seen. The journey continues, as it always has, as it always will. Drifting deeper into the cosmic abyss, we find ourselves embraced by the silence of the void. It is a silence not of emptiness, but of waiting, of unseen forces weaving the fabric of the universe in ways we have yet to understand. The stars remain our quiet companions, distant but ever present, their soft glow illuminating the endless depths of space. As we move further, we find ourselves drawn toward a region unlike any we have seen before. Here, the stars are not scattered randomly, but instead arranged in long, delicate tendrils stretching across space like glowing filaments in a vast cosmic web. This is the large-scale structure of the universe, a breathtakingly intricate pattern formed by the unseen forces of gravity and dark matter. Galaxies are not isolated islands in space, but are instead interconnected, bound together by invisible threads of dark matter. These filaments stretch for millions of light years, forming the skeleton upon which the universe is built. In between them lie vast voids, immense empty spaces where galaxies are few and far between. These cosmic voids are among the loneliest places in existence, spanning hundreds of millions of light years and containing almost nothing at all. Yet, even in this vast emptiness, we are not truly alone. The forces that shaped the cosmos billions of years ago are still at work, sculpting galaxies, pulling threads of matter into place, and shaping the very structure of reality itself. We drift along one of these filaments, moving toward a cluster of galaxies nestled at a cosmic crossroads, where multiple filaments converge. This is a galactic supercluster, an enormous congregation of galaxies bound together by gravity, moving in a slow but inevitable dance, dictated by forces that have been at play since the dawn of time. Each galaxy within this cluster is home to billions of stars, and each star is surrounded by planets, some of which may be harboring life. From this vantage point, we can see thousands of galaxies at once, each one a glowing beacon in the dark. The light from these galaxies has traveled for millions, even billions of years to reach us, meaning that what we see is a glimpse into the past. Some of these galaxies may no longer exist in the present moment, their light continuing its journey through space, long after their stars have burned out. As we approach one of these galaxies, we witness something extraordinary. Two massive galaxies in the process of colliding. It is a slow, graceful dance, taking hundreds of millions of years to unfold. Unlike terrestrial collisions, there is no sound, no catastrophic explosion, but rather a gentle merging, where stars pass by one another without direct impact, guided by the invisible hand of gravity. The result is a new galaxy, one that will be forever changed by this cosmic event. Star formation is ignited in a brilliant display, as gas clouds are compressed, triggering the birth of thousands of new stars. Over time, these two galaxies will settle into one, their stars orbiting in a new pattern, their histories forever intertwined. Moving beyond the galactic cluster, We venture into the cold darkness between galaxies, where the light of distant stars fades, and the true emptiness of space reveals itself. Here in the void, we are surrounded by nothingness. No stars, no planets, only the faint afterglow of the universe itself. Yet, even in this darkness, there is something remarkable. The universe itself is expanding, stretching the fabric of space outward at an ever-increasing rate. This expansion is driven by a mysterious force known as dark energy, an unseen force that makes up nearly 70% of the universe. Dark energy is a mystery unlike any other. It is not a tangible substance, nor is it something we can directly observe. Yet its effects are undeniable. It is pulling galaxies away from each other, stretching space itself, and accelerating the expansion of the cosmos in ways that defy our understanding. If this expansion continues indefinitely, the universe may eventually reach a state where galaxies are so far apart that their light can no longer reach one another. The night sky would grow darker, the stars would burn out, and the universe would become a cold, empty void, a fate known as the Big Freeze. But for now, the stars still burn brightly, and we continue our journey, moving toward a distant, enigmatic glow on the horizon. As we draw closer, we realize that this glow is coming from a planetary nebula, the final remnants of a dying star. The once massive star has shed its outer layers, leaving behind a brilliant shell of ionized gas, glowing in hues of blue, red, and violet. At the center of the nebula, the core of the star remains, a white dwarf, a dense remnant that no longer produces energy, but still glows with residual heat. This tiny star, no larger than Earth, is all that remains of a giant that once shined billions of times brighter than our sun. As we drift through the nebula, we marvel at its beauty, a fleeting moment in cosmic time, as the gases will eventually disperse, leaving only the white dwarf behind, slowly fading into the darkness. Moving beyond the nebula, we set our sights on the next great mystery, the interstellar void, where rogue planets, drifting asteroid fields, and forgotten remnants of cosmic history linger in the shadows of space. Drifting onward through the celestial expanse, we venture deeper into the heart of the cosmic unknown. The universe is silent, yet it speaks in subtle ways. The glow of distant galaxies, the dance of stellar remnants, the invisible pull of gravity that guides us through the void. As we continue our journey, we find ourselves on the threshold of a region unlike any we have seen before. A realm where the known dissolves into the infinite, and where the fabric of reality itself seems to shift and stretch beyond comprehension. Ahead, a faint glow pulses in the distance, like the dying embers of a long-extinguished fire. As we move closer, the source of the light becomes clearer. A quasar, one of the brightest and most energetic objects in the universe. Quasars are the hearts of galaxies, powered by supermassive black holes that devour matter at an unfathomable rate, releasing immense energy in the process. The sheer brilliance of this quasar outshines entire galaxies, casting an eerie illumination across the surrounding space. The light we see now has traveled for billions of years to reach us. It is a glimpse into the past, a snapshot of a universe far younger than the one we know today. When this quasar first came into existence, our own galaxy was still in its infancy, its stars just beginning to form. The light of this ancient beacon carries the echoes of time itself, whispering of a cosmos that was once more chaotic, more violent, and yet just as wondrous as it is now. As we observe the quasar, we notice something remarkable. A black hole jet, a concentrated stream of high-energy particles ejected from the quasar's core, stretching for millions of light years into space. These jets, traveling at nearly the speed of light, carve through the darkness, shaping the surrounding gas and dust, influencing the formation of new stars and galaxies. It is a paradox of destruction and creation, where the immense gravitational force of the black hole both consumes and gives birth to cosmic structures. We drift closer, but not too close. The gravitational pull of the supermassive black hole at the heart of the quasar is beyond comprehension. If we were to cross its event horizon, time itself would distort. Seconds would stretch into eons, and the very fabric of space would twist beyond recognition. It is a place where the known laws of physics break down, where light itself cannot escape, and where the nature of existence becomes an unsolvable mystery. Moving past the quasar, we enter a vast, desolate region of intergalactic space. Here, galaxies become sparse, their luminous clusters fading into the distance, leaving only the darkness of the void. This emptiness is not true nothingness, but rather a space between a cosmic void, one of the largest known structures in the universe. These voids, spanning hundreds of millions of light years, contain almost no matter at all, a stark contrast to the densely packed galactic clusters that populate the universe. Yet even here, the unseen forces of the cosmos are at work. Dark matter, the enigmatic substance that makes up most of the universe's mass, weaves through the void, connecting galaxies with invisible tendrils of gravitational influence. Though we cannot see it, we can feel its presence in the way galaxies move, in the way light bends as it passes through. Dark matter is the silent architect of the universe, shaping the cosmos without ever revealing itself. As we navigate the void, we encounter a drifting rogue planet, a lonely world cast adrift from its home star. Without the warmth of a sun to illuminate its surface, this planet is locked in eternal darkness, its landscape frozen in time. Yet deep beneath its icy crust, geothermal heat from its core may sustain hidden oceans, vast subterranean seas teeming with unknown life. Could there be creatures here thriving in the absence of sunlight, their existence a testament to the resilience of life itself? The idea is not so far-fetched. Even on Earth, we have discovered life in the most extreme environments. Deep-sea hydrothermal vents, miles beneath the surface, where the heat from the planet's core sustains entire ecosystem. If life can exist in such places on our own world, why not in the depths of a rogue planet, wandering through the endless dark? Leaving the rogue planet behind, we set our sights on a structure unlike any we have yet encountered. A globular cluster, a dense sphere of ancient stars bound together by gravity, orbiting on the outskirts of a larger galaxy. These clusters are relics of the early universe, containing some of the oldest known stars, their light a time capsule of cosmic history. Drifting into the heart of the cluster, we find ourselves surrounded by thousands of stars, packed so tightly that they seem to merge into a single glowing mass. The gravity here is intense, pulling stars into intricate orbits, their paths weaving a cosmic ballet that has remained unchanged for billions of years. If planets exist here, they must experience a night sky unlike any other, a sky ablaze with countless suns, their brilliance casting no true darkness, only a dim twilight that never fades. Among these ancient stars we find a pulsar, a rapidly spinning neutron star that emits beams of radiation in precise intervals, like the ticking of a cosmic clock. These celestial lighthouses, formed from the remnants of massive supernovae, are among the most extreme objects in existence. Their density is unimaginable. A teaspoon of their matter would weigh as much as a mountain on Earth. Their magnetic fields are trillions of times stronger than our planets, their energy output rivaling that of entire star systems. Yet despite their violence, pulsars serve as cosmic beacons, guiding astronomers through the depths of space, their steady pulses providing insight into the fundamental nature of matter, gravity, and time itself. If an advanced civilization were to leave behind a cosmic message, some believe pulsars would be the perfect medium, natural, precise, unchanging across vast stretches of time. As we drift beyond the cluster, the light of the stars begins to fade, and we find ourselves once more in the quiet, open void. The universe stretches endlessly before us, its mysteries deeper than we could have ever imagined. We have seen galaxies collide, stars die and be reborn, rogue planets wander without a home, and the hidden forces of dark matter and dark energy shape the cosmos in silence. Yet for all we have witnessed, we have only scratched the surface. The galactic unknown remains just that, an endless frontier of questions, of wonders unseen, of truths waiting to be discovered. Drifting ever deeper into the galactic unknown, we move past the dense glowing sphere of the globular cluster, its ancient stars twinkling like distant embers from a long-forgotten fire. The stars thin as we leave their gravitational embrace, their warm light fading behind us. Before us stretches the vastness of intergalactic space, an ocean of darkness punctuated by islands of galaxies, each holding its own history, its own secrets. As we glide through this infinite expanse, we approach a sight both mesmerizing and perplexing, a gravitational lens, a cosmic mirage created by the warping of space itself. A massive galaxy cluster stands before us, its sheer mass bending the very fabric of reality, distorting the light from galaxies far beyond it. These distant galaxies appear stretched and duplicated, their light twisted into arcs and rings, their true forms hidden behind the curvature of space-time. This phenomenon, first predicted by Einstein's general theory of relativity, serves as nature's telescope, allowing us to peer deeper into the cosmos than would otherwise be possible. Some of the galaxies we see through this lens are so distant that their light has traveled for over 13 billion years to reach us, offering us a glimpse into the universe's infancy, an era when the first galaxies were still taking shape, their stars igniting for the first time in the cosmic dawn. Yet, as remarkable as this gravitational lens is, it is but a brief pause in our journey. We move forward, deeper into the abyss of intergalactic space, where the density of matter thins to almost nothing. This is the true void, a realm between the great cosmic structures where stars are few and the silence is absolute. Even in this emptiness, there are mysteries to be uncovered. Here, in the cold stillness of the cosmic void, we find something unexpected, a star adrift, cast away from its home galaxy. These rogue stars, known as hypervelocity stars, travel at such tremendous speeds that they escape the gravitational pull of their host galaxies, flung into the abyss by the chaotic interactions of supermassive black holes or the violent disruption of galactic collision. We follow this lonely traveler, tracing its path across the interstellar dark. It may have once belonged to a vibrant star cluster, orbiting peacefully among billions of its kind, before a gravitational disturbance sent it hurtling away at unimaginable speed. Now, it wanders the cosmos, destined to drift for eternity through the blackness between galaxies, its journey untethered, its fate unknown. Further along, we come across a celestial phenomenon as rare as it is awe-inspiring, a galactic megamerger in progress. Here, several galaxies, drawn together by the irresistible pull of gravity, are colliding in slow motion, their luminous arms stretching and intertwining as their stars intermingle. The process takes billions of years, yet even in this moment, we witness the dance of galactic evolution, spiral arms torn apart, clouds of gas compressed into new stars, black holes growing in the chaos. Galaxies are not static. They live, evolve, and ultimately merge with one another. Our own Milky Way is on such a trajectory, locked in a slow but inevitable collision course with its neighboring galaxy, Andromeda. In about 4.5 billion years, the two galaxies will merge, reshaping the night sky and forging a new cosmic entity. The galaxies in front of us provide a glimpse into our own future, a future where the stars of two great systems mix, creating a celestial tapestry of unimaginable beauty. As we drift past the galactic battlefield, we come upon another, even greater enigma, a relic from the dawn of time, a primordial black hole, ancient beyond reckoning. Unlike the supermassive black holes found at the centers of galaxies, these smaller hypothetical black holes may have formed in the earliest moments of the universe, forged in the extreme pressures of the Big Bang itself. If they exist, these relics could hold the answers to some of the greatest mysteries of cosmology. Do they make up part of the elusive dark matter? Are they responsible for unexplained gravitational anomalies? The one before us is silent, its presence known only through the gravitational pull it exerts on the surrounding space. No light escapes its grasp, and yet in its darkness it whispers of the universe's origins, of a time before time, when reality itself was still being shaped. We move forward once more, toward a stellar nursery, a place where new stars are being born. Unlike the cold voids and dark anomalies we have encountered so far, this region is vibrant and full of energy. Immense clouds of gas and dust, illuminated by the fiery glow of young stars, swirl in delicate patterns, sculpted by cosmic winds and radiation. The birth of a star is a slow but profound process. Gravity gathers the diffuse material, compressing it until the pressure and temperature become so great that nuclear fusion ignites, and a new star is born. Around many of these young stars, protoplanetary disks, swirling rings of dust and gas, slowly coalesce into planets, moons, and asteroids. These are the building blocks of solar systems, the precursors to worlds that may one day harbor life. The cycle of creation and destruction continues endlessly. Some of these young stars will burn brightly but briefly, ending their lives in spectacular supernova explosions, scattering their enriched material into the cosmos, seeding future generations of stars and planets with the heavy elements needed for life to exist. The atoms in our own bodies, in the air we breathe, in the oceans of our world, all were forged in the hearts of ancient stars that lived and died long before our solar system was born. As we drift through this stellar nursery, we glimpse a distant world forming in the glow of its parent star. It is still young, its surface molten, its atmosphere thick with volcanic gases. In time it may cool, solidify, and perhaps even develop conditions suitable for life. But for now, it is a world in the making, a reminder that even in the vast loneliness of space, creation is always at work. We leave the nursery behind, moving once more into the depths of the galactic unknown. The universe stretches before us, infinite in its wonders, boundless in its mysteries. We have seen stars born and stars cast adrift, galaxies collide and black holes lurk in the shadow. And yet there is still more to discover, more to understand. The galactic unknown calls us ever onward, its secrets waiting to be unraveled. Drifting further into the galactic unknown, we find ourselves surrounded by the gentle hum of the cosmos. A vast expanse of endless wonder stretching in all directions. The universe in its silent brilliance unfolds before us like a grand symphony. Each celestial body, a note in an eternal composition. Each cosmic phenomenon, a passage in an ever-evolving story. There is no up or down here, no boundaries, no constraints, only the infinite vastness of space, where time moves to a rhythm beyond human comprehension. As we continue our journey, we approach a rogue planet, a celestial wanderer, adrift in the interstellar void, unbound by the gravitational embrace of any star. These lonely worlds, flung from their home systems by the chaotic gravitational interactions of young planetary formations, drift endlessly through space, illuminated only by the faint distant glow of far-off galaxies. This particular rogue planet is massive, far larger than Earth, its surface shrouded in a thick swirling atmosphere. Without a star to anchor it, its existence is cold and solitary, a frozen landscape bathed in perpetual darkness. Yet, as we peer closer, we detect an eerie glow emanating from beneath the planet's surface, a hidden ocean warmed by the internal heat of the planet's core. This world, despite its isolation, may still harbor life in its deep, dark seas. It is a humbling realization that even in the loneliest corners of the universe, life may find a way to endure, adapting to the harshest of conditions, surviving where it seems impossible. Perhaps beneath this planet's icy crust, unseen creatures drift through the dark waters, oblivious to the cosmic vastness above them, thriving in their own isolated world. Leaving this mysterious planet behind, we continue onward and soon encounter something even stranger, a dying star in its final throes of existence, a white dwarf nearing the end of its long and luminous life. This remnant of a once magnificent star is now a dense, smoldering core, its outer layers having been cast away in a spectacular planetary nebula, eons ago. White dwarfs are among the oldest objects in the universe, the last remnants of stars that once shone brilliantly. Over billions of years, they cool ever so slowly, fading into black dwarfs, cold, dark embers of once radiant suns. Yet, even in their final stages, they hold immense beauty. This particular white dwarf pulses faintly, surrounded by a soft ethereal halo of ionized gas, a delicate farewell to a star that once burned with intense heat and energy. We drift closer and witness a nearby planet orbiting this ancient remnant, a world that once basked in the warm light of its parent star, now left to orbit a dying ember. Its atmosphere is thin, its surface scarred by past radiation, but its presence is a testament to the endurance of celestial bodies. Some planets, even after their stars perish, continue their journey through space, bound by gravity's unseen grasp. Beyond the dying star, we detect a pulsar, a rapidly spinning neutron star emitting beams of radiation in precise intervals. These cosmic lighthouses, formed from the collapsed cores of massive stars, rotate at mind-boggling speeds, some completing a full revolution in mere milliseconds. This pulsar, nestled within the remnants of a long-destroyed supernova, sends out rhythmic pulses of energy, a beacon that can be detected across the galaxy. Some of these signals are so regular, so precise, that they were once mistaken for messages from an intelligent civilization. Yet, they are simply the byproduct of nature's most extreme forces, matter crushed so densely that a teaspoon of it would weigh more than 1 billion tons on Earth. We observe the pulsar's rhythmic flashing, each pulse a reminder of the immense power that shaped the cosmos. Surrounding it, the remnants of its explosive past, the supernova's expanding shell, continue to drift outward, enriching the interstellar medium with the heavy elements forged in the star's death throes. These elements, scattered across space, will one day become part of new stars, planets, and perhaps even life itself. Moving past the pulsar, we venture into a region of intergalactic space where the large-scale structure of the cosmos becomes evident. Here, galaxies are not isolated entities, but part of a grander design, connected by vast, invisible filaments of dark matter and cosmic gas. This is the cosmic web, the scaffolding upon which the universe is built. These filaments, stretching across hundreds of millions of light years, are the highways along which galaxies form and evolve. Where filaments intersect, massive galaxy clusters emerge, drawn together by the gravitational pull of dark matter. These clusters contain thousands of galaxies, their combined light creating glowing beacons in the vast darkness of space. As we approach one of these clusters, we witness a galaxy in the process of merging with another, their spiral arms intertwining in a slow-motion cosmic dance that has lasted millions of years. Stars are being born in the collision's wake, their light igniting the surrounding gas, while supermassive black holes at the centers of these galaxies stir the interstellar material, shaping the future of these colossal structures. We drift through this luminous chaos, watching as gravity sculpts the galaxies into new forms, blending their histories into a shared future. This process of galactic collision and rebirth is an integral part of the universe's evolution, a reminder that even in destruction, creation continues. Moving beyond the cluster, we find ourselves in a region of the cosmos where light itself is stretched and distorted, a space warped by the immense gravity of unseen masses. Here, light bends around invisible structures, revealing the presence of something beyond our ability to see directly. Dark matter. This enigmatic substance, which makes up the majority of the universe's mass, exerts a gravitational pull on visible matter, shaping galaxies and influencing cosmic expansion. Though we cannot see it directly, we can observe its effects, its presence revealed in the way galaxies move, and how their light distorts as it travels through space. The realization that most of the universe is composed of something we cannot directly detect is humbling. It is a reminder that our understanding of the cosmos is still incomplete, that there are forces and structures beyond our perception, waiting to be unraveled. As we continue our journey into the depths of the unknown, we are left with a profound sense of wonder. The universe is not simply a vast emptiness but a living, evolving entity, shaped by gravity, time, and the remnants of countless celestial events. We have witnessed rogue planets wandering in the void, dying stars leaving behind their final traces of brilliance, pulsars spinning with incredible precision, galaxies merging in slow-motion collisions, and the cosmic web stretching across the universe, binding all things together. And yet we have barely scratched the surface. The galactic unknown calls us ever onward, its mysteries infinite, its wonders beyond imagination. We drift further into the darkness, knowing that with every new discovery, with every new revelation, we are not simply learning about the universe, we are becoming a part of its story. Drifting deeper into the galactic unknown, we move beyond the luminous webs of galaxy clusters and into the vast, quiet stretches of intergalactic space. Here, the distance between celestial bodies is so great that entire galaxies become little more than faint glimmers, their combined light forming a distant haze against the velvet darkness. The silence is profound, a cosmic stillness stretching for millions of light years, interrupted only by the occasional burst of radiation from some unseen event, a distant supernova, a collapsing star, or the quiet hum of cosmic rays traveling through the void. As we continue our journey, we encounter one of the rarest and most mysterious objects in the cosmos, a lone intergalactic star. It drifts in solitude, unbound to any galaxy, exiled from its home long ago through the violent interactions of galactic mergers. This rogue star, separated from the gravitational embrace of a galaxy, wanders aimlessly through space, its faint glow a quiet testament to resilience. These rogue stars, while rare, offer profound insight into the violent history of the universe. Some were ejected from their galaxies due to the influence of supermassive black holes, flung outward at speeds of thousands of kilometers per second. Others were cast adrift by the gravitational turbulence of merging galaxies, scattered like cosmic debris across the intergalactic void. And yet, despite their exile, these stars continue to burn, their fusion-powered light a quiet defiance against the cold and darkness. Beyond the rogue star, we approach a vast intergalactic gas cloud, a remnant of the early universe, drifting through the void for billions of years. Unlike the bright, structured nebulae found within galaxies, these pristine hydrogen clouds are remnants of the primordial material left over from the Big Bang. Some of these clouds remain untouched, never forming stars, never condensing into galaxies, simply floating through space, silent and patient. These cosmic relics hold clues to the universe's infancy. By studying their composition, astronomers can peer into the past, understanding the original conditions that gave rise to the first galaxies. They serve as reminders that the cosmos is an ever-changing, ever-evolving entity, where time itself moves in cycles, shaping and reshaping the universe over eons. Moving deeper into the void, we begin to detect faint, distant flashes, the signatures of gamma-ray bursts, GRBs, the most powerful explosions known in the universe. These sudden, intense bursts of high-energy radiation last only seconds, but in that brief time, they release more energy than our sun will emit over its entire lifetime. The sources of these bursts are still a subject of research, but they are believed to be the final moments of massive collapsing stars or the collisions of neutron stars. These GRBs, appearing like sudden cosmic flares, illuminate the darkness, their light traveling across billions of light years to reach us. Some come from the earliest epochs of the universe, from stars that lived and died long before the Milky Way even existed. Each burst tells a story of destruction, of energy unleashed with unimaginable force, but also of creation,
seeding the cosmos with the heavy elements necessary for the formation of future stars, planets, and life itself.
As we continue drifting through the cosmic silence, we come across something even more peculiar. A deep space anomaly known as an Einstein ring. This strange, perfect circle of light is a phenomenon caused by gravitational lensing, where the immense gravity of a galaxy or a cluster of dark matter bends and magnifies the light of a distant object behind it, warping it into a luminous ring. Einstein rings are celestial mirages, revealing the presence of unseen forces in the universe. They serve as nature's own telescopes, allowing astronomers to peer farther into space than ever before, magnifying galaxies and quasars that would otherwise be too faint to detect. As we pass through one, we glimpse the warped image of a galaxy billions of light years away, its light having traveled across time and space, manipulated by the curvature of gravity itself. Continuing onward, we find ourselves in a region of deep cosmic time, where ancient quasars, bright, active galactic nuclei, serve as lighthouses in the abyss. These quasars, powered by supermassive black holes at the centers of their galaxies, radiate with the energy of trillions of stars, their brilliant light cutting through the darkness. These ancient objects provide a glimpse into the universe's earliest days, when galaxies were still forming, when supermassive black holes were feeding voraciously on surrounding matter, igniting their accretion disks into violent storms of radiation. The light from these quasars has been traveling toward us for billions of years, allowing us to see the universe as it once was, frozen in time. Yet as we drift closer, we realize that not all of these beacons are the same. Some quasars appear oddly distorted, their light stretched and redshifted, an indication that they are accelerating away from us faster than others. This is evidence of dark energy, the mysterious force driving the universe's expansion at an ever-increasing rate. The deeper we look into space, the faster galaxies seem to be moving away, as if space itself is stretching, carrying everything along with it. Dark energy remains one of the greatest mysteries of cosmology, an unseen force that comprises nearly 70% of the universe. Unlike gravity, which pulls objects together, dark energy pushes the fabric of space apart, causing galaxies to recede from one another at ever faster speeds. If this acceleration continues unchecked, the ultimate fate of the universe may be one of endless expansion, where galaxies become isolated, stars burn out, and the cosmos fades into darkness. A scenario known as the Big Freeze. Yet as we contemplate this distant fate, we are reminded that the story of the universe is far from over. In the grand scale of cosmic time, we are still living in the universe's early days, witnessing its ongoing evolution, its continuous unfolding. The galaxies, the stars, the black holes, and even the rogue planets adrift in the void, all are part of an ever-changing, dynamic cosmos, where each moment gives birth to new wonder. As we drift further into the galactic unknown, we begin to sense the boundaries of our own knowledge, the edges of what we can comprehend. The universe is vast, mysterious, and far beyond what even our most advanced instruments can reveal. And yet it is also deeply interconnected. Each celestial event, each distant explosion, each wandering planet is part of the same grand cosmic story, linked across time and space. We are not merely observers of this universe. We are part of it. Our atoms were forged in the hearts of ancient stars. Our world was shaped by the remnants of cosmic collisions, and our journey, like that of the galaxies, is one of constant discovery. The galactic unknown stretches endlessly before us, its secrets waiting to be uncovered. And so we continue forward, drawn ever deeper into the mysteries of existence, knowing that the farther we go, the more wondrous and enigmatic the cosmos will become. Drifting ever deeper into the galactic unknown, we find ourselves surrounded by a quiet vastness that stretches beyond imagination. The universe, though seemingly empty, hums with unseen forces, guiding us through its labyrinth of mystery. In this silent expanse, gravity pulls unseen threads, weaving galaxies into vast cosmic tapestries, and stars ignite in distant corners, their light traveling for millions, even billions of years before reaching us. It is here, in the deep, uncharted regions between galaxies, that we encounter a realm unlike any we have seen before, a place where time itself seems to unravel, and where the universe whispers its oldest secrets. Moving further, we come across one of the loneliest travelers of the cosmos, a rogue planet, unbound and drifting through the void. Unlike the planets we know, which orbit stars, this world has been cast adrift, a wanderer with no home, no sun to warm its surface. Rogue planets are thought to be ejected from their home star systems due to gravitational interactions, flung into the void to roam endlessly. Some may still harbor thick atmospheres, retaining enough internal heat to support hidden oceans beneath icy crust. Others are barren, lifeless stones, cold and silent, forever exiled from the warmth of a sun. Yet, even in their solitude, rogue planets may still harbor potential for life. If a world has enough geothermal activity, volcanic heat could sustain deep subsurface oceans, much like the hidden seas beneath the ice-covered moons of our own solar system. The thought is humbling. Life, resilient and adaptable, may find a way to exist even in the loneliest corners of space. Leaving the rogue planet behind, we drift toward a vast, elongated structure, stretching for millions of light years across the cosmos. It is a cosmic filament, part of the immense structure known as the cosmic web. Galaxies are not randomly scattered, but are connected by these delicate, glowing threads, vast highways of gas, dust and dark matter stretching between galactic superclusters. The cosmic web is the skeleton of the universe, a network of filaments where matter collects, forming clusters and superclusters of galaxies. These filaments are some of the oldest structures in the universe, forged in the early moments after the Big Bang. They are held together by dark matter, the invisible substance that exerts a gravitational pull yet does not emit or absorb light. Despite its name, dark matter is not simply empty space. It is a hidden framework shaping the universe, holding galaxies in their orbits and preventing them from dispersing into nothingness. As we navigate these immense strands, we come across something truly staggering: a galactic supercluster, a collection of thousands of galaxies bound together by gravity. It is one of the largest structures known, stretching for hundreds of millions of light years, its galaxies spiraling like glowing embers in a cosmic storm. Some galaxies are young, still forming new stars, while others have aged into quiet, elliptical shapes, their star-forming days long behind them. The enormity of these structures is almost beyond comprehension. Within a single supercluster, there exist trillions upon trillions of stars, each a potential host to planets, each planet a world of possibilities. In this seemingly infinite expanse, how many civilizations may have once flourished? How many stories were written in the light of distant suns, only to be lost to time? These questions drift through the mind like cosmic echoes, unanswered yet endlessly compelling. Further ahead, something strange begins to take shape, a region of space where galaxies seem to disappear altogether. It is known as the Bootis Void, one of the largest and emptiest places in the universe. This void is nearly 330 million light-years across, and within it, only a handful of galaxies exist, scattered like lonely islands in an ocean of nothingness. The cause of these vast cosmic voids remains a mystery. Some theories suggest that early fluctuations in the density of the universe created these great gaps, where matter was pulled away into surrounding regions, leaving behind near total emptiness. Others propose that these voids may be influenced by dark energy, the mysterious force accelerating the expansion of the universe. Whatever their cause, they are reminders that the cosmos is not uniform. It is shaped by unseen hands, sculpted by forces we barely understand. Yet, even in emptiness, the universe finds a way to create beauty. At the edge of the void, we see a lone spiral galaxy, its glowing arms reaching out into the abyss,
as if defying the emptiness around it. This solitary galaxy, isolated and untouched by gravitational disturbances from neighboring galaxies, may have remained unchanged for billions of years. It is a relic, a frozen moment in cosmic time, a testament to the universe's ability to create, even in the most desolate of places. Leaving the void behind, we find ourselves approaching an enigmatic quasar, one of the brightest objects in existence. Quasars are the blazing hearts of galaxies, powered by supermassive black holes consuming matter at unimaginable rate. As gas and dust spiral into the black hole's event horizon, they heat up, releasing incredible amounts of energy in the form of light and radiation. Some quasars are so luminous that they can be seen from billions of light years away, their light originating from an era when the universe was still in its infancy. These celestial beacons serve as cosmic time machines, allowing us to peer back into the distant past. By studying their light, we can glimpse the universe as it existed more than 12 billion years ago, when galaxies were just beginning to take shape. The radiation from these quasars also plays a crucial role in reionization, the process that transformed the early universe from an opaque fog into the transparent cosmos we see today. As we drift onward, the darkness grows thicker and the galaxies become more distant. The universe, once filled with light and structure, begins to thin out, stretching into the farthest reaches of the unknown. We have traveled so far that we now reach the cosmic horizon, the edge of the observable universe. Beyond this point, light has not had enough time to reach us, meaning that whatever exists beyond remains forever hidden. What lies beyond this horizon? More galaxies? More stars? Or something even stranger? Regions of space governed by different physical laws where time flows differently, where the fabric of reality itself is altered. The possibilities are endless, and the unknown remains the greatest mystery of. As we pause at the brink of the cosmic abyss, we are left with a profound realization. The universe is not just a collection of stars, planets, and galaxies. It is a vast, interconnected story, unfolding across billions of years, written in the language of light and gravity. Every celestial body, every drifting star, every distant quasar is part of this narrative, a piece of an endless puzzle that we are only beginning to understand. And though we may never see beyond the cosmic horizon, we continue our journey forward, knowing that with every step, every discovery, we are uncovering the universe's deepest truths. Drifting beyond the edge of the cosmic horizon, we are surrounded by a silence deeper than any we have ever known. The fabric of space itself seems stretched thin, a vast ocean where time flows slowly, and the laws of reality begin to unravel. Here, the universe is no longer the familiar playground of stars and galaxies, but something more mysterious. An expanse where the boundaries between what is known and what is yet to be discovered blur together like the colors of a distant nebula. As we float forward, we begin to sense the presence of gravitational waves, ripples in space-time traveling through the cosmos like echoes of ancient events. These waves, invisible to the eye, are the result of cosmic cataclysms, black holes colliding, neutron stars merging, the violent births and deaths of the universe's most powerful object. Each ripple carries with it a story billions of years old, a message from a time when the universe was young and raw, when chaos ruled the stars and order had not yet settled into the grand patterns we see today. The first detection of gravitational waves came in 2015, when the LIGO observatory caught the faint whisper of two black holes colliding over 1 billion light-years away. The discovery confirmed one of Einstein's final predictions, proving that space-time itself could ripple like the surface of a pond. But these waves, though subtle, also reveal something more profound, that the universe is not static, but alive with motion, constantly reshaping itself in ways we are only beginning to comprehend. Following these invisible waves deeper into the unknown, we find ourselves approaching a region of space untouched by starlight, a void where galaxies seem to fade into nothingness. But even in this darkness, something stirs, a faint glow on the edge of perception, a whisper of radiation left over from the earliest moments of the universe. This is the light of the first stars, beacons of a time before galaxies, before planets, before even the elements that make up life itself. The first stars were giants, massive and short-lived, burning with an intensity beyond anything we see today. They formed from the simplest elements, hydrogen and helium, forged in the aftermath of the Big Bang. Unlike the stars we know, which contain heavier elements like carbon and oxygen, these first suns were made of pure primordial fire, blazing for only a few million years before collapsing into black holes or exploding in supernovae. Their death seeded the cosmos with the heavier elements necessary for planets and life, setting the stage for everything that would come after. And yet, despite their importance, we have never seen these first stars directly. Their light has been stretched by the expansion of the universe, shifted into wavelengths beyond our vision, hidden from us by the passage of time. Only their echoes remain, written in the cosmic background radiation, and the faint imprints they left on the surrounding gap. Continuing on, we find ourselves drawn toward a colossal cluster of galaxies, bound together by an unseen force. This force is dark matter, a substance that makes up most of the universe's mass but remains completely invisible to us. Unlike normal matter, which interacts with light and forms the stars and planets we see, dark matter reveals itself only through its gravitational pull, shaping the universe on the largest scale. If we could see it, dark matter would form vast ghostly halos around galaxies, extending far beyond their visible edges. It is this invisible framework that allows galaxies to exist in the first place, preventing them from flying apart as they spin. Without dark matter, the stars would drift away, untethered by gravity, and the cosmic web that connects galaxies across billions of light years would dissolve into chaos.
But what is dark matter? Despite decades of research, no one knows for sure. Some theories suggest it is made of exotic particles that barely interact with normal matter, passing through stars, planets, and even our own bodies without leaving a trace. Others propose that dark matter may not be a form of matter at all, but instead a sign that our understanding of gravity itself is incomplete. If true, it would mean that the universe is even stranger than we imagined, governed by laws still beyond our reach. As we move deeper into the unknown, we come across something even more enigmatic. A force that is not pulling things together, but pushing them apart. This is dark energy, the driving force behind the universe's accelerating expansion. Unlike dark matter, which holds galaxies together, dark energy works in opposition to gravity, stretching space itself at an ever-increasing rate. The discovery of dark energy in the late 1990s shocked astronomers. Until then, it was assumed that the universe's expansion set in motion by the Big Bang would eventually slow down. Perhaps it would even reverse, leading to a final collapse known as the Big Crunch. But instead, scientists found that the universe is not just expanding, it is expanding faster with time. Something unseen, something unknown is pushing galaxies apart, ensuring that the cosmos will never stop growing. If dark energy continues its work unchecked, the universe's fate may be one of eternal cold and isolation. Galaxies will drift away from each other, their light fading until the night sky becomes completely dark. Stars will burn out, black holes will evaporate, and eventually even the smallest particles may break down into nothingness. This is known as the Big Freeze, a future where time stretches into infinity, but nothing remains. Yet some theories suggest that dark energy might not be constant. Perhaps it will weaken, slow down, or even reverse, leading to a collapse instead of an endless expansion. Or maybe it will fluctuate, creating new Big Bangs in distant corners of reality, birthing new universes even as our own fades away. The idea that our universe is just one of many brings us to one of the most profound questions in cosmology: the possibility of a multiverse. If dark energy can shape the destiny of our cosmos, could it also be responsible for the birth of others? Could there be parallel universes hidden beyond our perception, where the laws of physics play out in different ways?
Some models suggest that our universe is just a bubble in an endless sea of cosmic inflation, where new universes are constantly forming and separating, never to enter. In some, gravity might be stronger, preventing galaxies from forming. In others, time might flow in reverse. There may even be worlds where the fundamental constants of nature are so different that reality itself is unrecognizable. And if the multiverse exists, where does that leave? Are we an accident, a random fluctuation in an infinite expanse? Or is there a deeper meaning, a pattern we have yet to uncover? The vastness of these questions humbles us. We are small, fleeting, yet we carry within us the ability to wonder, to explore, to reach beyond what we know. The universe is not just a place, it is a story, one still being written in the light of distant stars. As we drift onward, carried by the unseen forces of cosmic expansion, we realize that no matter how far we travel, there will always be more to discover. The journey never ends. The questions never stop. Drifting deeper into the unknown, we continue our cosmic odyssey, gliding effortlessly through the great expanse that stretches beyond comprehension. The universe is vast, but in its boundlessness there is order, a grand design written in the language of gravity and light. As we move through this endless ocean of stars and silence, we begin to see the patterns that shape reality itself. The cosmic web, dark matter, and the delicate balance of forces that allow galaxies to dance in harmony. All of these elements tell a story older than time itself. Beneath the vast veil of darkness, clusters of galaxies shine like distant lanterns, each one a bustling metropolis of stars and planets. From our vantage point, we can see them linked together by invisible threads, long, wispy tendrils of matter, stretching across the universe, forming an intricate web of connections known as the cosmic web. This web is not random. It is the scaffolding upon which the universe is built, the hidden structure that binds everything together. The cosmic web is shaped by the pull of dark matter, the unseen mass that makes up most of the universe's gravitational influence. Though invisible, its presence is undeniable. Dark matter acts as a silent architect, pulling galaxies into place, guiding the flow of cosmic currents, and influencing the very shape of space-time itself. If we could perceive it, the cosmic web would appear as a glowing, interconnected network, with galaxies clustering along its strands like dewdrops clinging to a spider's silk. But even this grand structure is in constant motion. Galaxies are not static. They drift, collide, and merge in an intricate ballet that has played out over billions of years. Some of these interactions are gentle, allowing galaxies to pass through each other like ghosts, their stars barely noticing the encounter. Others are violent, causing entire galaxies to rip apart and reassemble in new forms. Colliding galaxies birth new generations of stars, ignite supermassive black holes, and scatter planets into the void like cosmic debris. One of the most dramatic examples of this cosmic dance is the fate of the Milky Way and Andromeda, our closest neighboring galaxy. Even now, Andromeda is racing toward us at over 110 kilometers per second, a collision course that will ultimately reshape the night sky. In about 4 billion years, the two galaxies will merge, their spiral arms intertwining in a spectacular display of celestial fireworks. But despite this massive collision, the vast distances between individual stars mean that very few will actually collide. Instead, gravity will reshape the two galaxies, blending them into one, a new, larger galaxy that will be unrecognizable from the one we call home today. As we drift deeper into the void, we begin to sense a presence unlike any other. It is not a star, nor a planet, nor a galaxy, but something far more enigmatic. A quasar, one of the brightest and most powerful objects in the universe, looms in the distance, its blinding light piercing through the darkness like a beacon. Quasars are the hearts of young galaxies, powered by supermassive black holes, millions or even billions of times the mass of the Sun. As these black holes devour surrounding matter, they unleash staggering amounts of energy, outshining entire galaxies in the process. The light we see from a quasar has traveled billions of years to reach us, carrying with it stories from an era when the universe was still in its infancy. Approaching the quasar, we feel the immense gravitational pull of its central black hole, an abyss so powerful that nothing, not even light, can escape once it crosses the event horizon. Around it, a swirling accretion disk of superheated gas spirals inward, glowing with an intensity that rivals the brightness of thousands of galaxies. This turbulent region is where space and time twist upon themselves, where the very fabric of reality is stretched and distorted beyond recognition. Yet for all their power, quasars are not eternal. As the black hole at the center consumes the last of its available fuel, the brilliant beacon will eventually fade, leaving behind only darkness, a quiet, ghostly reminder of the fiery tempest that once raged at its heart. Moving past the quasar, we glide toward one of the most peculiar phenomena in the universe, a rogue planet wandering through interstellar space without a star to call home. These lonely worlds drift endlessly, cast out from their parent systems by gravitational encounters with other planets or passing stars. Without a sun to provide warmth, rogue planets are shrouded in eternal night, their surfaces frozen, their atmospheres, if they have them, thick with uncertainty. Yet some theories suggest that even these isolated worlds might harbor life. If a rogue planet possesses a thick atmosphere or an internal source of heat, such as radioactive decay or tidal forces from a massive core, it could maintain liquid water beneath its surface. In the deepest, darkest oceans of Earth, life thrives without sunlight, relying on heat from the planet's interior. Could the same be true for rogue planets drifting through the cold abyss? The number of rogue planets in our galaxy alone is staggering. Some estimates suggest that for every star there may be several rogue planets wandering the void. If this is true, then the Milky Way alone could be home to hundreds of billions of these lonely wanderers, hidden worlds drifting unseen, each one a mystery waiting to be discovered. Our journey takes us beyond even the rogue planets, into a space where time itself begins to unravel. We are approaching the cosmic event horizon, the boundary beyond which the universe itself may cease to exist as we understand it. Here, reality is stretched thin, the distances between galaxies growing ever greater as dark energy accelerates the expansion of the universe. As space expands, the light from distant galaxies is redshifted, stretched into longer wavelength, until it eventually fades from view. Some galaxies are already beyond this horizon, their light forever lost to us, receding faster than the speed of light, due to the expansion of space itself. The further we move, the lonelier the universe becomes. In the far future, countless galaxies will vanish from the sky, their light stretched into nothingness, leaving only the closest cosmic neighbors still visible. Yet, even in this vast, empty frontier, there is wonder. The universe is not a static thing. It is alive with motion, transformation, and possibility. What lies beyond the event horizon? Is there another universe, waiting beyond the limits of our perception? Do the laws of physics break down, giving way to something entirely new? We may never know, but the questions themselves are as much a part of the journey as the discoveries we make. As we drift deeper into the unknown, we realize that no matter how far we travel, there will always be more mysteries waiting for us. The universe is a story with no final page, an endless expanse of questions leading to ever more question. Drifting further into the boundless abyss, we find ourselves wrapped in the quiet hum of the cosmos. A symphony of distant starlight and the soft echoes of creation. The universe, vast beyond imagination, unfolds before us like a great celestial tapestry, stitched together with threads of gravity, light, and time. The deeper we go, the more we realize that space is not empty. It is alive, a breathing entity filled with motion, energy, and stories that stretch across eons. As we glide through the intergalactic void, the familiar glow of galaxies begins to fade behind us, and we approach one of the most enigmatic phenomena in the cosmos: the Great Attractor. This mysterious force, hidden within the dense cluster of galaxies known as the Laniakea supercluster, pulls galaxies toward it with an unrelenting gravitational grip. Even our own Milky Way, along with the entire local group of galaxies, is caught in its slow but inevitable drift toward this unseen colossus. The Great Attractor's pull is so immense that it warps the motion of entire galactic superclusters, bending the cosmic flow as if space itself were a vast river, with galaxies as mere leaves carried upon its currents. Yet, for all its influence, we still do not fully understand what lurks at its heart. The region is shrouded in cosmic dust and the dense mass of intervening galaxies, making direct observation nearly impossible. Some theories suggest that the Great Attractor is a massive concentration of dark matter, an unseen force guiding the movement of galaxies across hundreds of millions of light years. Others propose that it is simply the center of mass for an exceptionally dense region of space, where the sheer number of galaxies creates a gravitational well so deep that entire galactic structures are drawn toward it. We move closer, feeling the unseen pull of this cosmic giant, our path bending subtly as if the very fabric of space is urging us toward its core. But before we can reach the Great Attractor, we are drawn into another marvel of the universe, a galactic supercluster so vast that even light takes hundreds of millions of years to traverse it. The Laniakea supercluster, the vast structure to which our Milky Way belongs, stretches over 520 million light-years, encompassing more than 100,000 galaxies. If our galaxy were a single grain of sand, then Laniakea would be an entire beach, a sprawling network of cosmic islands, linked together by the unseen filaments of the cosmic web. Unlike individual galaxies which spin and swirl with their own unique patterns, superclusters move together, bound by an ancient gravitational choreography that dictates their place in the grand cosmic structure. Within Laniakea, smaller galaxy clusters orbit around denser regions, slowly drifting in a dance that has been playing out for billions of years. It is in this supercluster that we find our local group, a small collection of galaxies including the Milky Way, Andromeda, and dozens of others, all bound by gravity in a celestial embrace. From our vantage point, the enormity of Laniakea is difficult to fathom. It is not a static structure, it is evolving, its galaxies pulled toward the Great Attractor in an endless, slow-motion collision. Over billions of years, these galaxies will come together, merging and reshaping into new form. The universe, though it appears silent and still to us, is in a constant state of transformation. But even Laniakea is just a fragment of something much larger. Beyond its borders, other superclusters stretch outward, connected like vast intergalactic highways. One of these is the Shapley supercluster, an even more massive cosmic structure that lies beyond the Great Attractor, pulling galaxies toward it with an even greater force. What lies beyond these structures? Is there a true center to the universe? Or does the cosmic web extend indefinitely? The deeper we travel, the more the line between what is known and unknown begins to blur. We drift further into the darkness, where the cosmic web reveals itself in all its intricate beauty. Unlike the images of space we are used to, clusters of stars against a black void, the true structure of the universe is one of interconnectivity, an endless network of filaments stretching across the heavens like a three-dimensional web. These filaments, composed of dark matter and ordinary matter, serve as a scaffolding of the universe, the invisible highways along which galaxies form and migrate. Where filaments intersect, galaxies cluster together, forming the dense knots of galactic superclusters. But between these structures lie the great cosmic voids, regions so empty that a single galaxy might drift alone for billions of years without ever encountering another. The largest known void, the Bootes void, is a staggering 330 million light-years across, a desolate stretch of space nearly devoid of galaxies. In its vast emptiness, only a few isolated islands of stars exist, floating in a sea of darkness. If we were to stand on a planet within this void and look up at the sky, we would see almost nothing. No galaxies, no glowing clusters, just an eternal abyss. Yet despite their emptiness, these voids are not lifeless. Within them, the occasional rogue galaxy wanders, ejected from its home by gravitational forces, cast adrift like a lonely traveler. What strange and isolated civilizations might exist on such a world, surrounded by nothing but an ocean of black? As we float through this abyss, we begin to sense the deeper forces at play. The universe is not just expanding, it is accelerating, driven by the mysterious force known as dark energy. Unlike gravity, which pulls things together, dark energy pushes the universe apart, stretching the fabric of space-time itself. The discovery of dark energy in the late 20th century reshaped our understanding of the cosmos. Observations of distant supernovae revealed that the expansion of the universe was not slowing down, as once believed, but was actually speeding up. This meant that rather than collapsing back in on itself, the universe was destined to grow larger, colder, and emptier over time. If dark energy continues to dominate, then the galaxies around us will drift farther apart, their light redshifted into obscurity, until one day, only the closest galaxies, those gravitationally bound to us, will remain visible in the night sky. In the far future, billions of years from now, even these galaxies may disappear beyond the event horizon of the accelerating cosmos, leaving behind a universe in which a single observer might see only darkness. Yet for all its strangeness, dark energy is still one of the least understood forces in the universe. What is it? Is it a fundamental property of space itself, or something even more exotic? Could it change over time, altering the fate of the cosmos? The questions remain unanswered, lingering in the vastness like echoes of a distant star. As we continue our journey, we realize that the further we travel, the more we understand just how little we truly know. The universe is not a place with edges or boundaries. It is a process, an unfolding story that is still being written in the fabric of time. From the swirling galaxies of Laniakea to the vast voids where nothing seems to exist, from the strange forces pulling galaxies toward unseen destinations, to the accelerating expansion that will one day tear the cosmos apart. The universe is a paradox of order and chaos, light and darkness, expansion and collapse. We drift onward, carried by the currents of the unknown, knowing that no matter how far we go, there will always be another mystery waiting in the distance. Drifting deeper into the cosmic ocean, we feel the subtle, unseen forces shaping the universe around us. The great celestial highways of the cosmic web stretch infinitely in every direction, their delicate filaments threading galaxies together in a silent, interwoven dance. The scale is beyond comprehension. A single filament can span hundreds of millions of light-years, a vast river of dark matter and luminous clusters, guiding the evolution of the cosmos itself. We move along these filaments, tracing their invisible contours as they bend and curve through space-time. The great superclusters of galaxies cling to them like beads strung along an intricate tapestry. In this vast expanse, everything is in motion. Galaxies swirl within clusters, drawn by gravitational tides, while the voids between them stretch and deepen as the universe expands. There is no stillness here, no true silence. Only the endless ebb and flow of creation. Ahead, a spectacle unfolds. A galactic collision in slow motion. An event that has been ongoing for hundreds of millions of years. Two spiral galaxies, once separate, now spiral toward one another, their delicate arms stretched and distorted by the immense gravitational forces pulling them together. We watch as their stars, previously tracing peaceful orbits, are sent careening into new paths. Some flung into deep space, others drawn inward toward the bright, glowing centers of their host galaxy. When galaxies collide, they do not smash into one another like solid objects. Rather, they pass through each other, like ghosts merging in the night. The vast distances between individual stars ensure that direct stellar collisions are rare, but the gravity of each galaxy distorts the other, triggering new waves of star formation. igniting the darkness with brilliant bursts of newborn light. As we drift closer, we see great tidal streams of stars and gas stretching between the colliding galaxies, luminous bridges connecting them in a gravitational embrace. The central regions glow with the fiery energy of active galactic nuclei, supermassive black holes awakening as they feast on infalling materia. These titanic black holes, millions or even billions of times the mass of our sun, lurk at the cores of most large galaxies, governing the fate of their hosts with unseen influence. The collision is not a destructive event but a creative one. Over the next few billion years, these galaxies will merge, their stars settling into new orbits, their gas clouds coalescing to birth new generations of suns and planets. From the ruins of two separate galaxies, a single, larger one will be born, its history written in the motion of its stars. As we watch, we are reminded of a future event written into the destiny of our own Milky Way. Even now, the Andromeda Galaxy, our nearest large neighbor, is approaching us at a speed of 110 kilometers per second. In about 4.5 billion years, the Milky Way and Andromeda will collide, just as the galaxies before us are doing now. The night sky, so familiar to us now, will transform as the two galaxies interact. New streams of stars will stretch across the heavens. Massive bursts of star formation will ignite across the galaxy, and our sun will find itself in a dramatically altered cosmic neighborhood. But even amid such change, our solar system will likely remain intact, drifting through the currents of the cosmic sea as the grand celestial dance continues. We leave the colliding galaxies behind, drawn ever outward into the greater unknown. As we drift, the fabric of space itself seems to ripple and stretch. Time loses meaning here as distances become immeasurable, and the light from the most distant reaches of the cosmos arrives as mere whispers from the past.
Ahead, we encounter one of the greatest mysteries in modern astronomy, a galaxy with no dark matter. For decades, scientists have believed that dark matter, the unseen mass that shapes galaxies and governs their motion, is a fundamental component of all galaxies. Yet, here before us is a celestial enigma, a galaxy where the expected gravitational influence of dark matter is almost non-existent. Instead, the motions of its stars and gas clouds can be explained entirely by the visible matter it contains. How can this be? Dark matter has long been thought to be an essential building block of galaxies, an invisible glue holding them together. Yet, discoveries like this challenge our understanding, suggesting that dark matter may not behave as we expect, or that galaxies can form in ways we do not yet fully comprehend. One possibility is that this dark matter-free galaxy was stripped of its invisible mass through interactions with another galaxy, leaving it a mere shell of its former self. Another theory suggests that the physics of gravity may behave differently on cosmic scales than we currently believe. If true, such a revelation would shake the very foundations of physics. The more we learn, the more we realize how much remains unknown. As we move through the galactic wilderness, we sense the faint, unseen forces that shape the cosmos. Dark matter, though invisible to human eyes, leaves its fingerprints across the universe, guiding galaxies along their orbits, bending the paths of light, and forming the great scaffolding upon which cosmic structures are built. Yet, even dark matter pales in comparison to dark energy, the most mysterious force in the universe. While dark matter binds galaxies together, dark energy pushes them apart, driving the accelerated expansion of the universe. Its influence is so great that it accounts for nearly 70% of all energy in the cosmos. And yet we still do not know what it truly is. Is dark energy a fundamental property of space itself, an inherent force woven into the fabric of the cosmos? Or is it something even stranger, a hidden interaction between unseen dimensions? As we drift, we are reminded of a sobering truth. There will come a time when much of the universe will vanish from view. The accelerated expansion driven by dark energy means that galaxies outside our local group are moving away from us faster and faster. Given enough time, they will recede beyond the cosmic horizon, their light forever lost to us. The observable universe,
already vast beyond imagination, will grow lonelier as distant galaxies fade into an unreachable abyss. Yet, even as the universe expands, the fundamental mysteries remain. Why does the universe have the properties it does? Is there an edge to existence, or does it stretch on forever? What lies beyond the horizon, in the realms we can never reach? The universe is not a static place. It is a story still unfolding, a great epic written across the vast fabric of space-time. The galaxies, the dark matter, the energy pushing the cosmos apart. Each is a piece of a puzzle we have only begun to understand. And so we drift onward, carried by the cosmic tides, seeking answers to questions as old as time itself.
Drifting ever deeper into the great cosmic unknown, we find ourselves surrounded by an endless sea of stars. Each glows softly, a tiny beacon against the vast darkness, whispering the secrets of their lifetimes into the void. Some are young, burning with the fiery intensity of new birth, while others are ancient, nearing the end of their existence, their light softened by time. The universe is a grand symphony of change, birth, transformation, and eventual fading. But among the endless celestial bodies, there is one particularly intriguing enigma: rogue planets, worlds that wander alone through the depths of space, untethered from any star. Unlike the planets of our solar system, which dance obediently around the sun, rogue planets drift through space with no parent star to anchor them. Ejected from their original solar systems by gravitational interactions, or perhaps formed in isolation from the start, these lonely worlds wander the interstellar void, shrouded in perpetual night. There could be billions, even trillions of these rogue planets in the Milky Way alone, each a world without a sun, existing in cold solitude. The largest among them may resemble failed stars, glowing faintly with the lingering warmth of their formation, while the smaller ones may be entirely frozen, locked in eternal winter. Despite their isolation, some of these planets may still harbor activity beneath their icy crust. If a rogue planet possesses a thick enough atmosphere, or an internal heat source from radioactive decay, it could retain liquid water beneath its surface. Even in the absence of sunlight, geothermal energy might sustain hidden oceans, where life, if it exists, adapts to a world without the warmth of a star. As we drift through the dark expanse, we come across one such rogue planet, a massive, frozen world adrift in interstellar space. Its surface is veiled in thick clouds, hiding the frozen wasteland below. No sunlight ever touches this world, and yet deep beneath the icy crust, something stirs: a vast subsurface ocean, warmed by the planet's core. If life exists here, it is unlike anything we have ever known. Perhaps strange, bioluminescent creatures drift through the dark waters, using faint pulses of light to navigate an ocean with no surface. Without sunlight to sustain photosynthesis, life would need to rely on hydrothermal vents, much like those found on Earth's deep-sea floor. These vents, spewing heat and nutrients from the planet's interior, could provide the energy needed for alien organisms to thrive. Could rogue planets be the cradles of unknown life? Could they serve as cosmic lifeboats, preserving the seeds of biology as they wander through the endless night? These are questions we may one day answer, but for now, the rogue planet continues its lonely journey, lost in the infinite dark. Beyond the rogue planet, we push deeper into the void. The further we travel, the more the distant glow of galaxies fades, swallowed by the endless abyss. The cosmic web, the grand structure that connects the universe, begins to thin, until finally, we reach the vast emptiness of a cosmic void. Cosmic voids are some of the largest and most desolate regions in the universe. Unlike galaxy clusters, where thousands of galaxies are bound together by gravity, voids are immense expanses of near-total emptiness, stretching across hundreds of millions of light-years. Here, space itself feels different. Still, silent, untouched. A traveler moving through such a region would find nothing for an eternity. No galaxies, no nebulae. Only the infinite blackness stretching in all directions. How do such voids form? Some theories suggest that they were carved by the relentless pull of gravity.
as matter flowed into the denser regions of the universe, leaving behind great cosmic deserts. Others speculate that voids may be the remnants of ancient forces, scars from the early universe's chaotic formation. Though they appear barren, cosmic voids are not completely empty. Faint traces of hydrogen gas drift through them, spread so thinly that they are nearly undetectable. And yet, even in these desolate stretches of the universe, the expansion of space continues, a silent force stretching the fabric of reality, ever outward, pushing galaxies further apart. Here, in the depths of the void, time itself feels different. Without the presence of stars or galaxies, there are no reference points, no markers of change. We reflect on the nature of time itself, a river that moves ever forward, shaping the past into the present into the future. But what if time is not as linear as we perceive? Some theories suggest that time, like space, may be curved, folded upon itself in ways beyond our understanding. If time can stretch and bend, could it also loop? Could the past, present, and future exist simultaneously, interwoven like threads in a grand cosmic tapestry? If so, then the universe we see is but one version of reality, an infinite sea of possibilities stretching beyond our comprehension. Eventually we emerge from the cosmic void, returning to the luminous tapestry of galaxies. But even as we observe the grandeur of the cosmos, we are reminded of a sobering truth: the light of the universe is slowly fading. As galaxies exhaust their fuel, stars will die out one by one. In trillions of years, the cosmos will be unrecognizable. The last stars, ancient red dwarfs, will flicker and fade, leaving only the cold remnants of once thriving galaxies. Black holes will dominate the night, slowly consuming what remains, and even they will eventually evaporate, fading into the void. This is the long, distant future of the universe, a time when the cosmos has grown dark and silent, where time itself stretches infinitely, with nothing left to mark its passage. And yet, even in the face of this inevitable end, we are reminded of a deeper truth. The universe is not a static place. It is a story still unfolding, a mystery yet to be solved. Perhaps new physics will emerge, revealing hidden forces that reshape our understanding. Perhaps new universes will be born from the ashes of the old, cycling endlessly in a grand cosmic rebirth. As we drift through the stars carried by the currents of the cosmos, we realize that we are part of this great, unfolding mystery. The universe, vast and boundless, is both our origin and our destination, a place of endless wonder, waiting to be explored. The journey does not end here. There are still mysteries to uncover, worlds to explore, questions waiting for answers.
Drifting further through the cosmic unknown, we move beyond the vast, silent expanses of the void and into a realm where the universe's oldest light still lingers, the remnants of cosmic fire, the echoes of ancient creation. We are surrounded by the soft glow of galaxies stretched thin across space, their light journeying toward us from unfathomable distances. This light is old, older than the formation of our own solar system, older than the first stirrings of life on Earth. It carries with it the stories of the cosmos, etched into the very fabric of existence. As we drift deeper into the past, we encounter the most ancient galaxies, fragile collections of stars that formed when the universe was still young. These are not the grand spirals or majestic ellipticals we see in our night sky today. Instead, these are chaotic, turbulent formations, galaxies in their infancy, clumps of stars and gas colliding in the great cosmic crucible. Some of these early galaxies no longer exist, their stars scattered, consumed or transformed into the fabric of newer cosmic structures. Others still persist, faint beacons of light in the endless night, their glow carrying across billions of years, revealing the universe's tumultuous past. When we look into deep space, we are not just observing distant objects, we are looking backward in time. The further we peer, the further into history we travel, witnessing moments long past, captured in the glow of distant galaxies. Among these ancient cosmic relics, we find quasars,
the brilliant hearts of young galaxies, ignited by the immense energy of supermassive black holes. These celestial beacons shine with a luminosity greater than entire galaxies, outshining everything around them. Fueled by the violent infall of matter into their black hole centers, quasars unleash torrents of energy, blasting radiation across the cosmos, sculpting the very structure of the universe. Beyond the glowing galaxies and brilliant quasars, we encounter the quiet remnants of once magnificent stars, white dwarfs, neutron stars, and black holes, the final echoes of stellar existence. These celestial corpses, though silent, hold within them the history of countless stars that have come and gone, their lifetimes measured in billions of years, their endings as dramatic as their beginnings. A white dwarf, the faint remnant of a once burning star, shines dimly against the darkness. These objects are the cores of stars that have exhausted their fuel, their outer layers shed into space in beautiful fleeting nebulae. Though they no longer burn with the energy of fusion, white dwarfs continue to glow with residual heat, cooling over trillions of years until they eventually fade into black dwarfs, cold, dark cinders drifting eternally through space. Nearby, a neutron star pulses with the rhythmic beat of a cosmic lighthouse. These hyperdense remnants, created from the explosive deaths of massive stars, are some of the strangest objects in the universe. A single teaspoon of neutron star material would weigh as much as a mountain on Earth. Their immense gravity crushes atoms to their core, squeezing protons and electrons into an ocean of neutrons, forming a mass so dense that space-time itself bends around it.
And then there are the black holes, regions of pure gravitational collapse, where even light cannot escape. We see their presence not through direct observation, but through their effect on the space around them. Their immense gravity warps the fabric of space-time, pulling in matter, stretching and twisting reality itself. Some black holes, like Sagittarius A, sit quietly at the centers of galaxies, their immense mass anchoring the cosmic structures around them. Others are active, devouring gas and stars, unleashing powerful jets of energy that ripple across the universe. As we move beyond the last scattered remnants of familiar cosmic structures, we enter a place where darkness reigns. Regions of space so empty, so devoid of light, that they defy comprehension. The vast expanses between galaxies are not truly empty, but they might as well be. The occasional rogue planet, the drifting embers of long-dead stars and faint whispers of intergalactic dust populate this region. But compared to the brilliance of galaxies, these are mere shadows scattered across the great cosmic abyss. Space is not just vast, it is mostly void. For every galaxy, every star system, there are immeasurable distances of near nothingness stretching between them. Even within galaxies, the gaps between stars are vast beyond human comprehension. If our sun were the size of a marble, the nearest star would still be hundreds of kilometers away. And yet, despite this emptiness, gravity weaves its delicate threads through space, connecting galaxies, forming cosmic structures beyond anything we can imagine. The universe is not static. It is a living, evolving entity, constantly in motion, constantly changing. But what does its future hold? Will the stars continue to shine forever, or will the universe slowly fade into eternal darkness? One possibility is the Big Freeze, a future where the expansion of the universe never slows, where galaxies drift apart and where eventually all the stars burn out, leaving behind only black holes and cold remnant. Over unimaginable timescales, even black holes will evaporate, their energy dissipating into the void, leaving behind a cosmos without light, without heat, without light. Another possibility is the Big Rip, a scenario where dark energy, the mysterious force driving the expansion of the universe, grows stronger over time. If dark energy continues accelerating the expansion, it could eventually tear apart galaxies, then star systems, then planets, and finally atoms themselves, unraveling the very fabric of reality. Yet some theories suggest the universe is cyclical,
that it has expanded before and will one day contract, leading to a new beginning. A new big. If true, then the universe is not doomed to an eternal void, but rather, it is part of an infinite cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. An unending cosmic dance. As we float onward, carried by the currents of time and space, we realize that the story of the universe is still unfolding. The stars we see today may be gone tomorrow, but new ones will take their place. Galaxies will continue their slow dance across the cosmos. Black holes will grow and fade, and the mysteries of the universe will continue to inspire those who seek to understand them. We may never know all the answers. The cosmos is vast beyond comprehension, filled with wonders we have yet to discover, questions we have yet to ask. But as long as we continue to look upward, to explore, to dream, the journey will never truly end. For the universe is not just something to be observed, it is something to be experienced, something to be felt. It is a place of endless mystery, a canvas of infinite possibility. And so we drift onward, lost in the stars, forever searching, forever wondering. Drifting further into the vast unknown, we leave behind the familiar sights of ancient galaxies, black holes, and dying stars, venturing even deeper into the heart of cosmic mystery. The silence of space surrounds us, not as an absence of sound, but as a presence of endless possibility. What lies beyond the universe as we know it? The journey through the great cosmic ocean continues, revealing sights more astonishing than anything we have encountered before. As we move through the interstellar void, we come across a rogue planet, a world unbound, drifting endlessly through space, without the warmth of a parent star. This planet is frozen, its surface shrouded in darkness. These planetary wanderers are more common than we once believed. Scientists estimate that there could be billions of rogue planets, cast out of their star systems, roaming the galaxy like celestial nomads. But even in the darkest corners of space, life finds a way. Some rogue planets may still harbor internal heat, their frozen exteriors hiding subsurface oceans warmed by the decay of radioactive elements deep within. Could life exist in such conditions, thriving in isolation, untouched by the light of a sun? These drifting worlds remain a mystery, their secrets locked beneath layers of ice, waiting for an explorer bold enough to uncover them. We drift further, and soon we enter a region unlike any we have encountered before. The sky is darker here, but strangely alive, filled with hidden movements, subtle glows, and faint flickers of unseen light. This is a place where the failed stars of the cosmos reside. The brown dwarfs, celestial objects that formed like stars but never gained enough mass to ignite nuclear fusion. They are cooler, fainter, and nearly invisible to the human eye, but they exist in great numbers, scattered like lost embers in the vastness of space. Though they may seem unremarkable at first glance, brown dwarfs hold secrets that challenge our understanding of stellar evolution. Some are home to exotic weather systems, with storms of molten iron and clouds of silicate dust. Others, strangely, exhibit magnetic activity similar to fully formed stars, defying expectations and hinting at forces we have yet to fully comprehend. But as we move deeper, another phenomenon reveals itself. A class of stars, so faint, so dim, that they were once thought impossible. These are the red dwarfs, the smallest and longest living stars in the universe. Burning with the softest glow, they are quiet, enduring beacons in the cosmic dark, their lifespans stretching trillions of years, longer than the universe has existed. Around them, rocky planets may orbit within the delicate boundaries of habitability, their surfaces bathed in the soft, eerie light of a red sun. Some of these planets may be locked in eternal twilight, with one side always facing their star while the other is frozen in endless night. What strange forms of life could thrive under such conditions? What secrets do these systems hold? As we journey even further, we begin to contemplate the possibility of something beyond natural phenomena, the evidence of intelligent civilizations, hidden within the depths of the cosmos. Could there be structures so vast, so immense, that they rival the very stars themselves? Some scientists have speculated about the existence of Dyson spheres, colossal energy harvesting constructs that could enclose an entire star, capturing its power to fuel an advanced civilization. If such structures exist, they might be detectable as strange, artificial voids in space, regions where light inexplicably vanishes, not into a black hole, but into the workings of some unimaginable technology. Even more mysterious is the idea of a matryoshka brain, an immense computational system built around a star, harnessing energy on a scale beyond anything we can conceive. Could such entities exist? Their intelligence so vast that they perceive time and space differently than we do. Would they recognize us? Or would we be as insignificant to them as dust floating through the interstellar void? For now, such ideas remain in the realm of speculation. But as we scan the endless horizons of space, we wonder, if civilizations do exist beyond our own, how might they make their presence known? And more importantly, have they already tried? Moving beyond the stars, beyond the galaxies, even beyond the rogue planets and drifting megastructures, we come face to face with something beyond comprehension, the edge of time itself. In every direction, the universe stretches outward, its expansion accelerating due to the strange, unseen force of dark energy. But if we continue outward indefinitely, where does it end? Does it end? Some theories suggest that the universe has no edge, that space curves back on itself in a way that makes an end impossible. Others propose that beyond the limits of what we can observe lies something entirely different, regions of the cosmos, so far away that they exist outside of our reality, governed by different physical laws. If this is true, then beyond the horizon of the observable universe, there may be places where gravity behaves differently, where time flows at an altered pace, where the very fabric of space is woven from something unrecognizable. Perhaps if we could travel far enough, we would emerge in a different kind of universe altogether, a place where stars do not shine, where matter exists in a form we cannot comprehend. Or perhaps beyond the edge of what we know, there is only silence, an infinite abyss of darkness stretching forever beyond reach, waiting for something or someone to find it. As we drift through the boundless unknown, the journey itself becomes the destination. The universe, with all its grandeur, with all its inexplicable wonders, remains just out of reach, always holding back its final secrets. And yet it is this very mystery that makes it so beautiful. For every answer we uncover, 1,000 new questions arise. Every distant star, every lost planet, every whisper of cosmic motion reminds us that we are part of something infinitely greater than ourselves. Even as we gaze into the depths of the universe, we are reminded that the journey of exploration never truly ends. We may never reach the final edge of the cosmos. We may never solve every mystery. But as long as we continue to dream, to wonder, and to seek the unknown, we are part of the greatest story ever told, the story of the universe itself. Drifting beyond the familiar reaches of the cosmos, we find ourselves immersed in an endless sea of mysteries, where time, space, and the very nature of reality stretch into realms we have yet to comprehend. What lies beyond the universe as we know it? This question echoes through the silent expanse, guiding us forward as we leave behind the familiar glow of galaxies and venture deeper into the unknown. As we journey onward, we enter a realm unlike any other, the great cosmic voids, vast stretches of nearly empty space, where galaxies are few and far between. These regions, spanning hundreds of millions of light years across, are some of the most desolate places in the universe. Unlike the dense clusters of galaxies we have passed through, where stars and planets form in a beautiful, chaotic dance, the voids are eerily quiet. Drifting through this abyss, we sense the overwhelming absence of light, of heat, of motion. It is as if we have entered a place where the universe itself holds its breath. And yet, even in this near emptiness, there are secrets to uncover. Astronomers have discovered that within these voids Lone galaxies still exist, islands of light, adrift in an ocean of darkness. These solitary wanderers defy expectations, forming and evolving in regions where the density of matter should be too low to sustain them. How do they survive? What forces shape them in isolation? Could they be the homes of civilizations so far removed from the rest of the cosmos that they have never seen another galaxy? As we drift through one such void, we encounter an ancient galaxy, its spiral arms faint and delicate, whispering stories of billions of years spent alone. Here, stars are born more slowly, their formation dictated by the scarcity of gas and dust. What would it be like to exist in such a place, where the night sky holds no nearby galaxies, no grand constellations, only the vast, endless black? And yet, even in this darkness, the laws of physics remain the same. The great cosmic voids are not truly empty. They hold within them the subtle remnants of the universe's structure, filaments of dark matter stretching invisibly across space, guiding the motion of galaxies like unseen rivers. Perhaps in ways we have yet to understand, even the emptiest regions of space are alive with a hidden purpose. Moving beyond the voids, we turn our gaze to the distant future, where the stars that now light the universe will one day fade. The cosmos, vibrant and full of energy today, is slowly but surely heading toward an era of darkness. The stars we see now are temporary beacons in an ever-changing universe. Over billions of years they will exhaust their fuel, their light fading into the abyss. Massive stars will burn quickly and die in spectacular explosions, becoming black holes or neutron stars. Smaller stars like our sun will expand into red giants before shedding their outer layers, leaving behind faint white dwarfs, cooling remnants of their former brilliance. And then, in the farthest reaches of time, even these white dwarfs will grow cold. The last light in the universe will flicker and fade, leaving behind only black holes, wandering planets, and the whisper of particles moving through the empty void. But time does not stop. In the deepest stretches of eternity, even black holes will decay, slowly evaporating through a process known as Hawking radiation, their immense gravity gradually releasing energy until they too disappear. What remains then? A universe without light, without heat, without structure, only an infinite cold darkness.
And yet, this is not necessarily the end. Even in a universe where traditional forms of energy have faded, quantum mechanics suggests that fluctuations, tiny momentary bursts of energy, may still occur. Could these fluctuations over incomprehensible timescales give rise to something new? Could a new universe be born from the remnants of the old? As we consider these distant futures, we sense something stirring in the cosmic depths. The universe, though seemingly silent, is always in motion, shaped by forces we are only beginning to understand. One such mystery lies in the phenomenon known as dark flow, a strange, unaccounted for motion of galaxy clusters toward an unknown destination. Unlike the general expansion of the universe, which causes galaxies to move apart, dark flow suggests that something immense, perhaps something beyond the observable universe, is pulling matter toward it. Could it be a massive, unseen structure? A gravitational titan lying beyond our cosmic horizon? Could it be an imprint from a time before the Big Bang? A remnant of forces that once shaped the cosmos? Or could it be evidence that our universe is not alone, that it is interacting with something outside of itself? Another reality pressing against our own. As we drift along this invisible current, we feel the pull of something immense, something hidden in the darkness. The universe, it seems, is not simply expanding outward into empty nothingness. It is moving, shifting, reacting to forces we cannot yet perceive. With every discovery, every answer we uncover, new questions arise. The universe is expanding, but into what? If there is an edge to what we can see, what lies beyond it? Some theories suggest that space itself is infinite, stretching forever with no true boundary. Others propose that beyond our observable universe, there
are entirely separate realms, disconnected from our own, governed by different physical laws. The idea of the multiverse suggests that our universe is but one of many, an island in a vast cosmic darkness. Could there be other universes where time moves differently, where gravity is weaker or stronger, where entire galaxies are composed of unknown elements? Perhaps beyond the furthest stars, there is a place where even the fabric of space and time is unrecognizable. A realm where the rules of existence as we know them break down entirely. And if such places exist, could they ever be? Could something from beyond ever make its way into our reality? As we float through this boundless unknown, we are reminded that the universe is far greater than we could ever comprehend. Every step forward only reveals more mysteries, more wonders, more questions waiting to be answered. We have journeyed through the voids, where galaxies wander alone in the darkness. We have seen the fate of stars and glimpsed the distant future, where black holes fade and time stretches endlessly. We have followed the hidden motions of the cosmos, sensing forces beyond our understanding. And yet even now, the greatest mysteries still lie ahead. The universe is not simply a collection of stars and planets. It is a living story, unfolding across time and space. And we, for a brief moment, have the privilege of witnessing its beauty. The journey does not end here. There is always more to explore, more to understand, more to dream of. Drifting deeper into the cosmic unknown, we move beyond the familiar structures of the universe, beyond the swirling arms of galaxies, the glowing nebulae, and the great empty voids. We enter a realm where the very nature of existence becomes uncertain, where time, space, and reality itself stretch into strange and uncharted dimensions. What mysteries lie ahead in this endless expanse? What secrets has the universe yet to reveal? As we travel through the boundless dark, we encounter something both strange and beautiful. A field of ancient, forgotten stars, drifting at the edge of the observable universe. These stars are unlike the ones we know. They are remnants of the first generation of stars that ever formed, existing at the very limits of time. Unlike the sun and the stars of the Milky Way, which are enriched with heavy elements forged in the hearts of dying stars, these ancient celestial bodies are composed almost entirely of hydrogen and helium, the primordial ingredients of the cosmos. They are ghosts of a forgotten era, flickering softly in the eternal night. Some burn with an eerie blue-white glow, their immense masses consuming fuel at a furious rate. Others have long since collapsed into faint ember-like red dwarfs, barely shining, their slow-burning cores destined to last for trillions of years. And some, the most massive of all, have already met their fate, collapsing into black holes, so ancient that they predate even the formation of the galaxies we see today. These forgotten stars are relics of the past, and yet they are still part of the cosmic dance, influencing the universe in ways unseen. The light we see from them is not as they are now, but as they were billions of years ago. We are peering into the past, witnessing the first moments of stellar creation, when the universe was still young and untamed. Moving beyond these ancient sentinels, we find ourselves in an unseen web, a vast, intricate network that shapes the very structure of the cosmos. Though invisible to the human eye, it is here, all around us, weaving through space like an unseen force guiding the movement of galaxies. This is dark matter, the enigmatic substance that makes up more than 25% of the universe's total mass energy, yet remains entirely undetectable by conventional means. We feel its presence, not as a visible entity, but as a force, an invisible gravity, binding galaxies together, preventing them from unraveling under their own motion. Without it, the great cosmic structures we see would never have formed. Galaxies would have flown apart, their stars scattered into the void. The universe as we know it would be a far lonelier place. Scientists have long searched for dark matter, attempting to understand its nature. Could it be composed of exotic particles yet to be discovered? Could it be a manifestation of physics we have yet to comprehend? Or could it be something even stranger, a hidden aspect of reality, a fundamental force beyond our perception?
As we drift through this unseen web, we sense its influence everywhere. It is the silent architect of the universe, shaping its grandest structures, ensuring that galaxies hold together, that stars continue their dance, and that the cosmos remains bound in its delicate, intricate balance. In this vast ocean of stars and dark matter, we begin to hear faint whispers, signals traveling through space, carrying with them messages from the dawn of time. These are not mere radio waves or cosmic noise, but something much older, something that predates even the first stars. Long ago, when the universe was still a seething mass of energy and plasma, it was filled with waves, ripples in the very fabric of space and time. These waves, known as gravitational waves, are echoes of the most powerful events in cosmic history: collisions of black holes, the birth and death of galaxies, and perhaps even the first moments after the Big Bang itself. Like ripples on a pond, these waves spread outward, traveling across the universe for billions of years, stretching and distorting space itself as they pass. Even now, as we drift through the great unknown, we can feel their subtle influence, a gentle tug at the edges of reality. Gravitational wave detectors on Earth have only recently begun to unravel these cosmic signals, capturing the distant tremors of merging black holes and neutron stars. But there is so much more to be discovered. Could we one day listen to the very birth of the universe? Could we hear the echoes of a time before time itself? As we continue our journey, we come across a phenomenon both haunting and fascinating: the rogue planets, worlds without a home, drifting endlessly through space. Unlike Earth, which orbits the sun, or the countless exoplanets locked in the gravitational embrace of their stars, these worlds have been cast adrift, ejected from their home systems by gravitational chaos, left to wander alone through the interstellar dark. Some of these planets are massive gas giants, their thick atmospheres glowing faintly with residual heat. Others are barren, rocky wastelands, their surfaces frozen solid, never feeling the warmth of a parent star. And some are strange beyond imagining: planets with glowing atmospheres, planets with oceans of liquid metal, planets where rain falls not as water but as molten glass. Could these wandering worlds harbor life? Could there be hidden ecosystems beneath thick layers of ice, kept warm by geothermal heat? Could life adapt to the deep, eternal night, evolving in ways we cannot yet comprehend? As we drift past one such planet, we sense a quiet loneliness. A world that once had a sun, a sky, an orbit, now lost in the endless night. And yet, even in this darkness, there is beauty. The faint glow of distant galaxies reflects off its frozen surface. The universe itself provides its own kind of light, a reminder that even in the emptiest reaches of space, there is wonder to be found. As our journey continues, we come to a realization: the universe is far larger, far stranger, and far more beautiful than we ever imagined. It is not just a collection of stars and planets, not just a vast emptiness stretching beyond comprehension. It is a story, a living, breathing story, filled with wonders both seen and unseen. We have drifted through forgotten stars, touched the invisible web of dark matter, listened to the echoes of creation, and wandered among rogue planets, lost to the cosmos. And yet we have only begun to scratch the surface. What else awaits in the great unknown? What other mysteries remain to be uncovered? As we continue onward, one thing becomes clear: the journey never truly ends. The universe is infinite, and so is our curiosity. Drifting deeper into the vast cosmic unknown, we continue our silent journey through the endless void. We are no longer bound by the familiar glow of galaxies or the structured orbits of planets. Instead, we float through a realm where the universe itself seems to breathe. A place where time stretches, space bends, and the laws of physics blur into something new. As we move further from the heart of the cosmos, we approach something intangible yet profoundly significant: the cosmic horizon.
This is not a physical boundary, but a limit to what we can see, dictated by the speed of light and the age of the universe. Beyond this horizon, light has not had enough time to reach us, meaning there are entire regions of space that remain forever hidden. What exists beyond this boundary? More galaxies, more stars, or does space itself stretch infinitely, continuing beyond our ability to ever perceive it? Some theories suggest that the universe is not only vast but infinite, meaning that beyond our cosmic horizon, there could be countless more galaxies, identical to those we know. Others suggest that the universe could be curved, looping back on itself, meaning that if we traveled far enough, we might eventually return to where we started, like a cosmic traveler lost in an endless loop. But then there is another possibility, one that challenges our perception of space itself. What if beyond our horizon, entirely different laws of physics govern reality? What if the fundamental forces that shape our universe, gravity, electromagnetism, the nuclear forces, work differently in these far-off regions? Could there be galaxies where stars burn in entirely alien ways, or planets where life has evolved under conditions we can't even imagine? We peer into this great unknown, straining to see past the veil of time and space, but the answers remain just beyond our grasp. The universe whispers its secrets, but it does not yet reveal them. As we drift through the cosmic sea, we come across something peculiar. Galaxies that are nearly invisible. Unlike the vibrant spirals and glowing clusters we are used to, these galaxies seem like mere shadows, faint echoes of structure in the darkness. These are dark matter galaxies, collections of stars and gas, held together not by the mass we can see, but by the hidden influence of dark matter. Dark matter, which makes up more than 25% of the universe, cannot be directly observed. It does not emit, absorb, or reflect light, making it effectively invisible. Yet we can see its effects, how it bends light, how it shapes the rotation of galaxies, how it binds together entire clusters of stars. These ghost galaxies are among the most mysterious structures in the cosmos. Some are entirely composed of dark matter, with only the faintest trace of visible matter scattered within them. Others contain a few scattered stars, lost in the dark, drifting through the hidden forces that hold them together. Could these galaxies harbor planets, hidden in the shadow? Could they contain civilizations that exist in realms we cannot yet perceive? Or are they simply relics of an earlier universe, left behind as cosmic fossils, reminders of an era we do not yet understand? The questions deepen as we float through these darkened realms, sensing the silent pull of something immense yet unseen. As we move away from the ghostly presence of dark matter galaxies, we encounter something different. Star clusters adrift in the void, untethered, moving through space like cosmic wanderers. These are intergalactic star clusters, groups of stars that have been torn from their home galaxies by gravitational forces, set adrift in the emptiness between the great galactic cities of the cosmos. Some of these clusters formed independently, in regions of space where gravity sculpted stars out of isolated clouds of gas. Others were once part of larger galaxies, ripped away by tidal forces, flung out into intergalactic exile. Despite their isolation, these clusters shine brightly, burning with the light of young blue stars, their cores packed densely with ancient red giants. They are cosmic refugees, traveling through space, perhaps never to find a new home. What would it be like to exist in one of these drifting clusters? Imagine a planet orbiting a star within one of these intergalactic wanderers, a world with no nearby galaxy in the sky, no bright celestial landmarks, only an endless ocean of stars in every direction. A civilization on such a world might never know the presence of galaxies, believing themselves alone in the vast abyss. Perhaps one day these clusters will be drawn into new galaxies, merging with new systems, continuing their slow journey through the eon. Or perhaps they will drift forever, their stars burning out one by one, leaving only the faint glow of dying embers scattered in the void. Among the lonely wanderers we come across something even stranger, failed stars floating endlessly through the dark. These are brown dwarfs, Objects too large to be planets but too small to ignite. As full-fledged stars, they form like stars collapsing under gravity, but they never reach the necessary temperature for nuclear fusion to begin. They remain forever trapped in a state of almost light, glowing faintly with the leftover heat of their formation. Brown dwarfs are more common than we once thought, lurking in the spaces between stars, drifting unseen through the galaxy. Some have atmospheres filled with strange elements, clouds of molten iron, rain made of liquid metal, winds that rage for centuries. What secrets do these failed stars hold? Could some of them, despite their dim glow, harbor planets? Could life emerge on worlds orbiting these barely warm embers, surviving in the faint heat of an almost star? The silence around these objects is profound. Unlike stars which shine with radiant energy, and planets which reflect the light of their host suns, brown dwarfs exist in an in-between state, forgotten, unseen, floating endlessly through the depths of space. As we continue our journey, we realize that the cosmos is not just a place of grand galaxies and brilliant stars. It is also a place of lost and hidden things, dark matter galaxies, rogue star clusters, failed stars, and cosmic horizons that stretch beyond what we can see. We have seen remnants of the earliest stars, felt the quiet pull of invisible forces, and witnessed the silent passage of wandering clusters. But we have not reached the end, not even close. The universe is a vast story, unfolding in ways we have only begun to understand. And though we drift ever further into the unknown, one truth remains clear: there is always more to discover.
Drifting deeper into the endless sea of stars, we find ourselves surrounded by a cosmos that is both vast and unfathomable. The great, luminous galaxies that once seemed so distant now feel like mere stepping stones on an infinite journey, their spiraling arms stretching into the darkness like celestial bridges to the unknown. The universe in its boundless grandeur continues to expand, not just in space but in our understanding. What secrets does it still hold? What mysteries lie beyond the limits of our perception? As we glide through the darkness, we come across one of the most haunting and beautiful sights in the cosmos: a stellar graveyard, where ancient suns have lived and died, their remnants floating through space like ghosts of the past. These are the remnants of what were once great stars, celestial beacons that burned for millions or even billions of years, only to reach the inevitable fate that awaits all stars. Some have faded into white dwarfs, small dense remnants no larger than Earth but packing the mass of an entire star. These stellar corpses, no longer burning with nuclear fire, radiate only the residual heat left over from their final moments of life. Slowly, over the course of trillions of years, they will cool, eventually becoming black dwarfs, cold, dead spheres floating silently in the eternal night. Others have met a more violent end. Supernova remnants scatter the region like cosmic debris, great clouds of colorful gas expanding outward into space. These violent explosions are the final act of massive stars, their last breath sending elements forged in their cores, carbon, oxygen, iron, into the galaxy, seeding the universe with the building blocks of life. But some of these remnants are even stranger. We come across a neutron star, one of the densest objects in existence, a place where matter is crushed so tightly that a single teaspoon of its material would weigh billions of tons. These stellar remnants spin rapidly, some hundreds of times per second, sending out beams of radiation like celestial lighthouses. These are pulsars, spinning neutron stars that flash like cosmic beacons, their signals detectable across vast distances. And then in the distance we sense something darker, something hidden, a black hole, a silent, invisible maw in space, where gravity is so intense that not even light can escape. It is a reminder that the universe is both beautiful and terrifying, a place where even the greatest stars can be reduced to nothingness. Leaving the stellar graveyard behind, we find ourselves drifting towards something strange, an unseen force, a gravitational pull that tugs at entire galaxies, drawing them toward a hidden point in space. It is not something we can see, but something we can feel, a great cosmic current,
guiding the movement of clusters of galaxies like a river flowing toward an unseen destination. This is the Great Attractor, a mysterious gravitational anomaly located deep within the Laniakea supercluster, the vast cosmic structure that contains the Milky Way and thousands of other galaxies. Scientists have long struggled to understand what causes this immense gravitational pull, why galaxies across hundreds of millions of light-years seem to be moving toward a common point. Could it be an enormous concentration of dark matter, a supercluster of galaxies even larger than we can perceive, or something even stranger, perhaps a hidden structure beyond the observable universe, an unseen force guiding the cosmos in ways we do not yet understand? As we drift closer, we realize that we may never know. The Great Attractor lies in a region of space obscured by the thick dust of the Milky Way, hidden from our telescopes, just beyond the veil of what we can observe. But its influence is undeniable, a cosmic mystery that reminds us how little we still know about the forces that shape the universe. Moving past the Great Attractor, we begin to see the universe in a new way. No longer do galaxies seem like isolated islands floating in the void. Instead, we see them connected, linked by vast, invisible threads, stretching across unimaginable distances. These are the filaments of the cosmic web, vast structures of dark matter and gas that link galaxies together in a network spanning billions of light-years. They are the highways of the universe, guiding the formation of galaxies and galaxy clusters, determining the large-scale structure of the cosmos itself. As we follow one of these filaments, we see how it twists and bends, pulling matter along its length, drawing galaxies toward one another. We witness galaxy mergers, cosmic collisions on unimaginable scales, where entire star systems are thrown into chaos, their fates rewritten by the relentless pull of gravity. And yet, even in destruction, there is creation. As galaxies collide, new stars are born, forming in the dense clouds of gas and dust left behind. The universe is not a place of stagnation, but of constant change, where even the most violent events give rise to new wonder. At last, we reach the very limits of the observable universe, the farthest point from which light has had time to reach us since the beginning of time. Here we are staring not just into space, but into the past, peering back over 13 billion years, to a time when the first galaxies were just beginning to form. The light from these distant objects is stretched by the expansion of the universe, shifted into deep red hues, a phenomenon known as cosmological redshift. The farther we look, the more the universe fades, until finally, we see only a faint glow, the cosmic microwave background, the very first light released after the Big Bang. Beyond this point, the universe is unknowable, not because it doesn't exist, but because its light has not yet reached us. The expansion of space itself ensures that there will always be regions of the cosmos that remain forever hidden, realms we can never explore, mysteries we can never solve. And yet, even as we drift here at the very edge, we know the journey is far from over. The universe is vast beyond comprehension, and every step into the unknown reveals new wonders. What other forces are shaping reality beyond our reach? What unseen energies drive the cosmos? And what lies beyond the limits of what we can observe? We turn back toward the galaxies, the stars, the cosmic web, and the worlds yet to be explored. We have seen the remnants of dead stars, the pull of hidden forces, the bridges that connect galaxies, and the edge of what we can observe. And yet there is always more. The universe is not just a place, it is a story, one that has been unfolding for billions of years, and will continue to do so for billions more. And as long as there are questions left unanswered, mysteries left undiscovered, we will continue to explore. For in the grand, infinite vastness of the cosmos, we are all travelers, drifting through eternity, forever seeking the next great unknown.
Drifting deeper into the abyss of the galactic unknown, we find ourselves surrounded by a serene silence that stretches infinitely in all directions. The universe, vast and enigmatic, holds its secrets like a cosmic whisper, waiting to be unraveled by those who dare to listen. Here, in the great expanse, time loses its meaning, and the very fabric of reality shifts into something dreamlike, fluid and endlessly expansive.
Ahead, the darkness of space is interrupted by the gentle glow of a stellar nursery, an immense cloud of cosmic dust and gas where new stars are born. The nebula breathes with slow, rhythmic pulses, illuminated by the first flickering lights of young suns struggling to ignite. Swirls of color, deep blues, purples, and shimmering gold, drift lazily, coalescing into dazzling, luminescent strands that stretch like celestial rivers through the void. We drift closer, weightless, witnessing creation in its rawest form. This is where the journey of a star begins. Gravity, that silent architect, pulls atoms together, compressing them into denser and denser forms until the pressure reaches a critical threshold. And then, in an instant, nuclear fusion ignites and a star is born. From this gentle cosmic womb, countless suns will emerge, destined to burn brightly for millions or even billions of years, shaping the galaxies they inhabit. We glide through the stellar nursery, watching as tendrils of light weave new worlds into existence. In this tranquil expanse, the boundaries between past, present, and future feel blurred. The stars forming here today may shine their brightest long after we are gone, their light traveling for eons before ever reaching distant eye. And yet, in this moment, they are already part of a grander narrative, a celestial dance that began long before us and will continue long after. Beyond the nebula, we encounter a sight both mesmerizing and perplexing. A rogue planet wandering through the galaxy with no star to call home. Unlike the planets of our solar system, which orbit their sun in predictable patterns, this lone world drifts through interstellar space, untethered, a cosmic drifter in the grand void. Its surface is shrouded in thick, swirling clouds, illuminated only by the distant glow of far-off stars. We move closer, sensing the strange stillness of this planetary nomad. Though it has no sun to warm it, its core still pulses with energy, heated by the slow decay of radioactive elements deep beneath its crust. Some rogue planets are believed to harbor vast subsurface oceans, warmed by internal heat, holding the potential for life in the most unexpected places. Could there be something beneath this world's frozen exterior? Some hidden ocean, some distant echo of a thriving existence? We may never know, but the possibility lingers like a whisper in the dark. As we drift away from the rogue planet, we sense a pull, an invisible hand guiding us toward a region where light itself seems to warp and bend. It is here that we encounter one of the most mysterious phenomena in the cosmos: a black hole. The gravity well ahead is so intense that even light cannot escape its grasp. Space itself twists and contorts around it, creating a whirlpool of energy, a gravitational abyss beyond comprehension. The event horizon looms ahead, marking the boundary beyond which nothing returns. It is not a physical barrier, yet it represents a point of no return, a threshold where space and time fold into something beyond human understanding. For centuries, black holes were theoretical, their existence only inferred through indirect observation. But now, we stand before one, watching as matter spirals inward, vanishing into an unseen fate. Time slows as we approach, stretching infinitely near the event horizon. A second here could be an eternity elsewhere. If we were to cross this threshold, we would become frozen in time, trapped in a moment that would never truly pass. But we remain at a safe distance, observing the spectacle from the edge, where the laws of physics break down into something almost poetic. And then, just as suddenly as it appeared, the black hole fades into the distance, as we are pulled onward once more. The stars blur into streaks of light, and we emerge in a space unlike any we have seen before. A deep cosmic silence fills the void, punctuated only by the faint glimmers of light from galaxies so distant that they appear as mere whispers against the dark canvas. Here, at the edge of the known universe, the galaxies themselves seem to stretch outward, moving away from us at speeds unimaginable. The fabric of space itself is expanding, carrying them ever farther into the abyss. This is the great cosmic expansion, the unrelenting force that has shaped the universe since its inception. And yet, we cannot help but wonder, if the universe is expanding, then into what? It is a question that lingers, one that no traveler, no scientist, no philosopher has yet answered. Perhaps space itself is infinite, stretching beyond the limits of our perception. Perhaps there are other realms beyond this one, unseen and unreachable. Or perhaps the very nature of existence is something stranger than we have yet imagined. A vast interconnected tapestry of realities, forever unfurling. We continue to drift, lost in the great unknown, carried ever forward by the gentle currents of the cosmos. The journey does not end here. There are still stars to be born, galaxies to wander, mysteries to uncover. And as we glide through the silent expanse, we realize that we are not separate from this great cosmic dance. We are part of it, woven into the very fabric of the universe itself.
Drifting ever deeper into the galactic unknown, we find ourselves immersed in a realm where time and space weave into an intricate dance of light and shadow. The vastness stretches endlessly before us, an infinite ocean of celestial wonders, whispering secrets older than time itself. Here, in the embrace of the cosmos, the familiar concepts of distance and direction blur, replaced by the silent pull of the unknown, inviting us forward into the mysteries yet to be unveiled. A soft luminescence ripples across the cosmic expanse, the light of ancient stars casting a gentle glow upon the interstellar currents. These beacons of creation, scattered across the void, shine not just with light, but with the echoes of their histories. Stories of birth, existence, and inevitable transformation. As we drift closer to one such star, its golden fire flickering in the abyss, we sense the unfathomable forces at play, shaping its fate in an eternal cycle of creation and collapse. Beyond the golden star, a nebula blooms like a celestial flower, its tendrils of gas and dust stretching outward in hues of sapphire, emerald, and violet. This is a stellar nursery, where the seeds of future suns are sown. Within its swirling embrace, particles of dust collide, merge, and gather into dense clusters, the first whispers of stars yet to be born. The gravity of these forming giants draws matter inward, spinning and compressing it until one day, the ignition of nuclear fusion will breathe life into another sun, another celestial heart, beating in the grand cosmic symphony. Gently we drift through the nebula's swirling tendrils, feeling the weight of time suspended in its embrace. Every particle, every wisp of cosmic dust, carries within it the essence of past stars, remnants of ancient titans that once blazed brilliantly before surrendering to the inevitable pull of entropy. The cycle continues, unbroken, shaping the very fabric of the universe. As we move beyond the nebula, the vast emptiness of intergalactic space stretches before us. Here, far removed from the dense clusters of stars, the silence is profound, an expanse of pure potential, where even the faintest speck of light takes millennia to traverse. And yet within this seeming void, there is motion, streams of dark matter, threading unseen through the cosmos, sculpting the great cosmic web that binds galaxies together. We sense the subtle forces guiding this intricate lattice, the gravitational pull of invisible structures, shaping the galaxies like currents in a great cosmic river. Though unseen by human eyes, dark matter's influence is undeniable, acting as the silent architect of the universe's structure. It is here in these hidden currents that the fate of galaxies is decided, their movements dictated by forces beyond our immediate perception. Gliding along these unseen currents, we approach the edge of a galactic supercluster, a boundless expanse of thousands of galaxies, each home to billions of stars, countless planets, and perhaps civilizations yet undiscovered. This is a realm of staggering scale, a testament to the vastness of the universe and the mysteries it holds. Each galaxy within the cluster dances to the gravitational pull of the whole, moving in an elegant waltz, shaped by forces unfathomably ancient.
We pause to observe a spiral galaxy, its luminous arms winding gracefully around a dense core of blazing stars. The interplay of gravity and momentum holds its shape in a delicate balance, ensuring that its stars, dust, and gas remain bound in a swirling masterpiece billions of years in the making. Somewhere within this vast stellar metropolis, planets orbit their suns, their surfaces kissed by light that has traveled unimaginable distances to reach them. As we drift onward, a darker presence looms ahead, a colossal yawning abyss where light itself is consumed. A supermassive black hole sits at the heart of a distant galaxy, an insatiable titan whose gravity bends space into a vortex of pure darkness. Around it, a luminous accretion disk blazes, swirling plasma heated to extreme temperatures as it spirals toward oblivion. This is a place where the known laws of physics begin to unravel, where time stretches and space folds in upon itself. Approaching the event horizon, the point beyond which nothing can escape, we feel the warping of reality itself. Time slows, distorted by the immense gravitational pull, each moment stretching into infinity. This is a threshold that few have imagined crossing, a gateway into the deepest mysteries of the cosmos. Yet even here, amidst the crushing grip of a black hole, there is more than just destruction. There is transformation, the reshaping of matter and energy into forms beyond our comprehension. We linger at the edge of the abyss, contemplating the paradoxes that lie within. Some theories suggest that black holes may be more than mere celestial graveyards. They could be gateways to other regions of the universe, or even pathways into entirely new realms beyond our own. Could they be bridges between realities, tunnels through the cosmic fabric leading to places unimagined? The answers remain hidden in the shadows of gravity's most extreme manifestations. Reluctantly, we drift away from the black hole's embrace, carried once more by the silent currents of space. The journey continues, leading us ever deeper into the unknown, beyond the familiar spiral arms of galaxies, past the luminous glow of distant quasars, into the untouched realms where the universe is still shaping itself. New wonders await. Ahead, the first glimmers of something unseen catch our attention, a region of space unlike any other, where light bends in strange patterns, where matter moves in ways defying expectation. Could this be a hidden structure yet undiscovered, a relic of the universe's earliest moments, lingering in the cosmic tide? The only way to know is to continue forward, to surrender to the infinite mystery, and to allow the universe to reveal its secrets in its own time. With no boundaries to define our path, no destination to mark our journey's end, we drift endlessly, lost in the stars, carried by the unseen forces that shape existence itself. The cosmic beyond beckons, and the story of the universe unfolds, waiting for those willing to listen.
Drifting deeper into the boundless unknown, we glide through the infinite fabric of the cosmos, where light and shadow weave an endless dance of existence. The vastness before us is not empty but alive, whispering cosmic secrets carried across the void. Stars shimmer like distant echoes of time, their glow stretching across eons, reminding us of the delicate balance between birth and oblivion. There is something soothing in this stillness, as if the universe itself is breathing, its rhythm slow and deliberate, an eternal symphony of expansion and mystery. Beyond the familiar constellations of our own galaxy, the Milky Way, we leave behind the comforting glow of home. The edge of our celestial neighborhood fades, replaced by an expanse of unknown wonders. We enter the intergalactic medium, a vast, near emptiness, punctuated by drifting star clusters and cosmic filaments, stretching like the veins of the universe. Here, we sense the invisible pull of dark matter, the enigmatic force shaping galaxies into intricate spirals and sweeping arcs. Though unseen, its influence is undeniable, a ghostly presence sculpting the grand cosmic web. As we move through this abyss, we encounter a structure so immense it defies comprehension, a galactic supercluster, a collection of galaxies bound by gravity, drifting together through the fabric of space. Within these luminous islands,
Billions of stars give light to planetary systems yet unexplored. Some of these stars are newborn, their cores igniting with the fiery breath of fusion, while others are ancient, whispering the final verses of their existence. Their planets may hold landscapes of unimaginable beauty, alien skies filled with unfamiliar constellations, their horizons untouched by human gaze. Drifting past these colossal structures, we begin to witness phenomena far stranger than any we have encountered before. A quasar, one of the most luminous objects in the universe, burns with an intensity beyond measure. Powered by a supermassive black hole, it devours matter at an astonishing rate, unleashing jets of energy that stretch for light years. The sheer power of this cosmic engine is humbling, a reminder that the forces governing the universe operate on scales beyond our comprehension. The light from this quasar has traveled billions of years to reach us, a message from an era long before our world took shape. Further along, a rogue planet drifts alone, severed from any star, wandering the cosmic void like a lost traveler. Without the warmth of a sun, it is an icy world, its surface locked in eternal darkness. And yet beneath its frozen crust, tidal forces from an unseen gravitational influence may warm a hidden ocean. Could life persist in the depths of this lonely wanderer? Could creatures exist in the solitude of an unlit world, their senses attuned not to light, but to the vibrations of their unseen surroundings? The thought lingers as we drift past, leaving the rogue planet to its endless, solitary void. Ahead, a vast stellar nursery glows softly in the dark, a nebula where new stars are being forged from clouds of dust and gas. The colors swirl in delicate waves of violet, crimson and gold, illuminated by the first breath of newborn star. Here, the cycle of creation continues, a delicate balance between chaos and harmony. It is a place of raw potential, where planets may one day take shape, where gravity will weave new stories into the ever-expanding cosmic tapestry. But as we move further still, we begin to sense the faint, unrelenting tug of something even greater, a presence at the horizon of what we can comprehend. The structures around us start to warp, as if stretched by unseen hands. Time itself seems to slow. This is the influence of a void, a place so empty that even the light struggles to cross its expanse. Here, the universe is at its loneliest, a realm of silence so profound that it feels like the cosmos itself is holding its breath. And yet there is beauty in this emptiness. The absence of matter creates a canvas upon which the future will be painted. These voids, these unoccupied realms, are not truly empty. They are waiting. Perhaps one day they will be filled with new galaxies, new stars, and new worlds. The universe is still young in cosmic time, and its story is far from finished. As we continue to drift, we realize that the unknown is not something to fear, but something to embrace. The vastness before us is not empty. It is infinite, with possibility. There are wonders yet to be seen, mysteries yet to be unraveled. The stars will continue to burn, galaxies will continue to drift, and time will carry on its ceaseless march. And so, as we move deeper into the cosmic unknown, we do not seek an end to this journey, but an endless continuation of discovery. There is always another horizon, another secret hidden in the dark, another whisper carried on the breath of the cosmos. We are and will always be lost in the star. Drifting deeper into the cosmic unknown, we find ourselves enveloped in an endless sea of stars, their gentle glow casting a serene light upon the fabric of space. Time feels irrelevant here, the boundaries between moments stretching and bending like the delicate arcs of a distant nebula. The universe breathes around us, whispering its ancient secrets through the silent hum of cosmic radiation. We are adrift, weightless, suspended within the great unknown, where the laws of physics are no more than whispers in the wind. As we continue our journey, the familiar constellations of home fade behind us, swallowed by the vastness of intergalactic space. The deeper we go, the more apparent it becomes that we are venturing into a realm untouched by human understanding. A place where time itself moves differently, where the great forces of the universe weave their own intricate patterns, creating wonders beyond imagination. Ahead of us, a nebula unfurls like an ancient tapestry woven with strands of light and dust. Its swirling hues of violet and gold create an ethereal glow, a beacon calling us further into the unknown. Within this celestial cloud, new stars are being born, their fiery hearts still cocooned within layers of gas and dust. We watch as gravity pulls matter together, sculpting the building blocks of future solar systems. Some of these young stars will shine for billions of years, hosting planets that may one day harbor life. Others will burn out quickly, their brilliant existence a fleeting moment in the grand symphony of the cosmos. Beyond the nebula, the darkness thickens. The space between galaxies stretches wider, and we drift into the great voids that exist between the luminous islands of the universe. These vast cosmic deserts are almost completely empty, containing only the occasional rogue planet or wandering star that has been cast away from its home. Here there is no warmth, no light, only the cold silence of the unknown. The loneliness of these voids is profound, a stark contrast to the bustling activity of the galaxies we have left behind. Yet even in this emptiness, there is a strange beauty. The fabric of space itself appears to shimmer faintly, a reminder that even in the darkest corners of the cosmos, the forces of creation and destruction continue their eternal dance. We move forward, drawn toward a flicker of light in the distance. A lone star, isolated in the abyss. It is an ancient giant nearing the end of its life, its surface pulsating like the slow heartbeat of a sleeping god. We observe as the star prepares for its final transformation. The immense pressure within its core builds, its hydrogen fuel nearly exhausted. Soon it will undergo a supernova explosion, scattering its elements across space in a magnificent display of cosmic rebirth. These remnants will one day form new stars, new planets, and perhaps new life. The cycle continues, a process both destructive and creative, a reminder that nothing in the universe is ever truly lost. As the star's final moments approach, a ripple of energy spreads outward, like the last breath of a fading flame. Then in an instant, it collapses upon itself, igniting a brilliant explosion that sends shockwaves across space. The force of the blast is unimaginable, a release of energy so immense that it outshines an entire galaxy for a brief moment. In its wake, a dense, enigmatic core remains, a neutron star, so compact that a teaspoon of its material would weigh billions of tons. But there is something even stranger forming at the heart of the explosion. Gravity has taken full control, pulling matter inward until nothing, not even light, can escape. A black hole is born, a region of space so intense that it bends reality itself. We watch as the newly formed singularity warps the fabric of space around it, creating a gravitational well that devours anything that strays too close. Time slows near its event horizon, the point beyond which nothing can return. A star that once shined brightly in the cosmos has now become an abyss of infinite darkness. We drift closer, feeling the invisible pull of the black hole's immense gravity. Space bends and twists around us, reality itself seeming to stretch into infinity. The deeper we peer into this abyss, the more we realize that we are looking not into darkness, but into the unknown, the very limits of what we can understand. Black holes remain one of the greatest mysteries of the universe, their secrets hidden beyond the veil of physics as we know it. As we continue on our journey, the black hole fades into the distance, leaving behind only its silent presence. Ahead, a strange glow beckons us forward, its light unlike anything we have encountered before. It is soft yet all-encompassing, an ethereal radiance that does not flicker like a star, but pulses in gentle waves. We have arrived at the edge of a galaxy unlike any we have ever seen. This place is ancient, untouched by the forces that have shaped more familiar cosmic landscape. It exists at the far reaches of the known universe, a relic of the early cosmos, its stars shining with a brilliance that has remained unchanged for billions of years. The laws of physics seem to loosen here, time flowing in strange, unpredictable way. What we perceive as moments could be eons to the stars around us. We drift through this forgotten place, watching as light from distant quasars bends and warps through gravitational lenses, revealing glimpses of galaxies even farther beyond. Here at the frontier of the observable universe, reality itself begins to blur. The expansion of space stretches light to the breaking point, transforming once familiar wavelengths into something alien, something unknowable. What lies beyond this boundary, we do not know. Perhaps there are more galaxies, stretching into infinity. Perhaps there are alternate dimensions, unseen and unreachable from our perspective. Or perhaps beyond this final horizon, there is something entirely different, something that defies all logic, all understanding. As we drift in the silence, the stars shimmer like distant memories, each one a whisper of the past. The universe is vast, mysterious and ever-changing, but in its depths we find a strange comfort. We are part of this great cosmic story, woven into the fabric of time itself. And though we may not have all the answers, the journey itself, the act of wondering, exploring and dreaming, is what truly matters. For in the end, the universe is not just something to be understood, but something to be felt, to be experienced.
Drifting deeper into the endless cosmic unknown, we find ourselves enveloped by a silence so vast, it seems to stretch beyond time itself. Stars shimmer like distant memories, their ancient light traveling across the abyss to reach us. Each flicker carries a whisper of a forgotten past, stories of formation, destruction, and rebirth, echoes of an existence far older than our own. As we drift further, a gentle force tugs at our awareness, guiding us towards something unseen, a place where the universe reveals its deepest secrets. A colossal nebula looms ahead, its swirling clouds of interstellar dust and gas glowing softly in hues of violet, gold, and deep crimson. This is a stellar nursery, a place where new suns are born. The cosmic winds shift and flow, gently sculpting the luminous clouds into structures that defy imagination. Within these misty tendrils, gravity is at work, pulling particles together, pressing them tightly until they ignite in brilliant bursts of nuclear fusion. Each glowing ember represents the birth of a star, a new beacon of light, destined to illuminate the dark corridors of space. Moving through this ethereal expanse, we witness the universe's artistry, a dance of creation, where matter and energy intertwine in delicate balance. Some stars will live for billions of years, their golden light nurturing planets and moons, possibly even life itself. Others, massive and volatile, will burn hot and bright, their existence fleeting compared to the vastness of time, only to end in spectacular explosions that scatter the very elements necessary for future generations of celestial bodies. Beyond the nebula, a cluster of newborn stars flickers like fireflies in the endless night. Their collective glow forms a mesmerizing display, each one a furnace of unimaginable power. Here in this quiet corner of the cosmos, we pause to contemplate the delicate nature of existence. A single shift in gravity, a slight variance in chemical composition, and the fate of an entire system can change. It is a reminder that the cosmos is both precise and unpredictable, a balance of forces too vast to fully comprehend. As we leave the nursery behind, the fabric of space around us begins to ripple. A distortion in the void signals the presence of something truly extraordinary. A pulsar, a rapidly rotating neutron star, born from the remnants of a once massive sun. This stellar remnant, no larger than a city, spins with unimaginable speed, its magnetic field generating twin beams of radiation that sweep through space like cosmic lighthouses. The pulses come like the ticking of an ancient clock, steady and unwavering, a heartbeat of the universe itself. Approaching the pulsar, we feel the immense gravity pressing against our awareness, a force so intense it bends space and time around it.
These objects are the remnants of destruction, yet they also symbolize endurance. Long after their parent stars have perished, they persist, spinning ceaselessly for millions, even billions of years. Their existence is a testament to the universe's ability to recycle and reshape itself, forging new wonders from the ashes of the old. We drift past the pulsar, our journey carrying us toward a region of space that defies conventional understanding. Here, the stars thin out, their light dimming as we approach what seems to be an abyss of absolute darkness. A gravitational anomaly lies ahead, a black hole, one of the universe's most enigmatic phenomena. The very fabric of reality bends around it, space and time warping in ways that challenge our perception. It is a silent titan, an inescapable void where even light cannot flee. The event horizon looms before us, an invisible boundary where the laws of physics begin to break down. Time slows, stretched thin by the gravitational pull. Anything that crosses this boundary is lost to the singularity within, a point of infinite density where all known laws cease to function. It is a paradox of destruction and mystery, a gateway to the unknown, where matter vanishes from our observable universe, its fate uncertain. Yet even in this realm of darkness, creation is at work. Around the black hole, a swirling accretion disk blazes with violent energy. Gas and dust, drawn from nearby stars, spiral inward, heating to millions of degrees before being swallowed. Some of this matter is ejected at near light speeds in brilliant jets of radiation, visible across vast distance. These beams cut through the cosmos like celestial beacons, signaling the presence of an unseen force. As we navigate the periphery of the black hole, we sense a fundamental truth hidden within its shadowed depths. This is not merely a void, but a cosmic crucible, where matter and energy are transformed. Some theories suggest that black holes may serve as tunnels to distant regions of the universe, perhaps even to other realities. If this is true, then what lies beyond their event horizons? Is it another cosmos, a mirror to our own? Or is it a place where the very concept of existence dissolves into something unrecognizable? Leaving the black hole behind, we drift toward a place where the fabric of space itself seems to shimmer with possibility. A faint glow emerges, signaling the presence of a cosmic phenomenon even more enigmatic than the void we just encountered. A wormhole, a theoretical bridge between two distant points in space and time. Unlike black holes which trap everything that enters, a wormhole, if stable, could allow passage through the vast cosmic distances in mere moments. The swirling vortex before us pulses with energy, its structure held together by forces beyond our comprehension. Some believe that if wormholes exist, they could be shortcuts through space-time, tunnels that link distant galaxies or even parallel universes. Could this be the answer to interstellar travel? A way for civilizations to leap between stars without the constraints of distance? Or are they unstable, fleeting phenomena, collapsing before they can be traversed? Hovering at the threshold of this cosmic doorway, we feel the pull of curiosity, the urge to step forward into the unknown. But the universe is not yet done revealing its wonder. Beyond the wormhole, faint tendrils of light weave intricate patterns in the void. These are cosmic strings, theoretical structures that stretch across the universe, remnants from the very birth of space-time itself. Infinitely thin yet incredibly dense, they are said to hold immense energy, capable of bending space in ways we can scarcely imagine. Some theories suggest that cosmic strings could act as conduits of gravitational influence, shaping the large-scale structure of the cosmos. Others propose that they might even hold the key to understanding the fundamental nature of reality, connecting dimensions in ways we have yet to fathom. If they exist, they could be the threads that weave the fabric of existence itself. We float onward, our journey through the galactic unknown still unfolding, each new revelation bringing us closer to the heart of the cosmic mystery. The universe is not merely a collection of stars and planets. It is a living, breathing enigma, a story written in the language of light and gravity, time and motion. We are but travelers in its vast embrace, forever drawn toward the next discovery, the next unanswered question.
Drifting deeper into the unknown, we find ourselves wrapped in the infinite embrace of the cosmos.
The silence here is profound, yet it hums with a quiet, unseen energy, an unseen current that has carried galaxies, stars, and cosmic dust for billions of years. The stars around us appear as glimmers on an endless ocean, their light a distant whisper of long-forgotten pasts. We move through this sea of stars, weightless, untethered, yet undeniably part of something vast beyond comprehension. Ahead, a nebula unfurls like a cosmic tapestry, its filaments of gas and dust stretching out in delicate tendrils. These swirling clouds, illuminated by the glow of newly forming stars, shimmer in hues of deep violet and burning gold. Each swirl of matter tells a story, a fragment of cosmic history captured in motion. Somewhere within these clouds, planets will one day form. Perhaps even life will take root. It is a celestial nursery, a place where the universe continues its timeless cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. Beyond the nebula, the blackness of space takes on a different character. It is not just emptiness, but a canvas onto which the universe paints its grandest mysteries. We come upon a lonely star adrift in the dark, an ancient red giant nearing the end of its existence. Its surface pulses with a slow, steady rhythm, a heartbeat echoing through space. It is a reminder that even stars, those celestial beacons that seem so eternal, are bound by time. One day, this star will collapse upon itself, its fiery core giving way to the cold inevitability of a white dwarf, leaving behind only a remnant of its former glory. But even in death, the universe creates a new. For beyond this fading star lies a region where space bends, where light itself is drawn into an abyss of unfathomable depth. A black hole, a silent colossus, waits in the shadows. Its presence is both terrifying and mesmerizing. The event horizon, the point of no return, glows faintly as matter spirals inward, its final moments stretching endlessly as if frozen in time. This is the frontier of the unknown, a place where the laws of physics break down, where time ceases to function as we understand it. And yet, some theories suggest that these singularities may be more than cosmic devourers. Some believe they are gateways, perhaps even tunnels through space-time, leading to places unseen. As we continue our journey, we move past the gravitational grip of the black hole, further into the cosmic wilderness. Here we find a cluster of young stars, their brilliance fierce and untamed. They shine with a blue-white intensity, their light casting long shadows across the darkness. These stars are still in their infancy, burning through their fuel at an accelerated rate, destined to live fast and die young. They are the architects of the future, for when they perish in violent supernovae, they will scatter the elements necessary for life across the cosmos. From their sacrifice, new solar systems will emerge, planets will coalesce, and the potential for something greater will once again take form. Drifting onward, we encounter a celestial anomaly, a rogue planet, unbound by any star. It moves silently through space, an orphan world without a sun to call its own. Its surface is frozen, its atmosphere thick with mystery. Could there be warmth beneath its icy shell? Could geothermal vents deep within provide the necessary conditions for life to persist against all odds? The thought lingers as we glide past, leaving the rogue world to its eternal solitude. Beyond, the fabric of space itself seems to shimmer, a ripple in the grand design of the cosmos. Here, in this uncharted expanse, we come across something extraordinary. A pulsar, spinning with unimaginable speed, sending out rhythmic bursts of radio waves like a cosmic lighthouse. This celestial beacon is a neutron star, the dense, collapsed core of what was once a massive sun. It is so compact that a mere teaspoon of its matter would weigh billions of tons. Its pulses act as a clockwork mechanism, a cosmic metronome beating against the infinite silence of space. As we absorb the wonders before us, a profound realization settles in. The universe is not merely a place of cold, indifferent mechanics. It is alive with movement, with transformation, with stories unfolding across epochs so vast that they dwarf human comprehension. And we are part of this grand tapestry, mere fragments in an ever-expanding story that has no beginning and no end. Our journey has only just begun, and ahead the unknown beckons, its whispers drawing us further into the depths of the galactic beyond. Drifting ever deeper into the vast unknown, the cosmos expands before us, like an endless tapestry of mysteries, woven with light, time, and the invisible forces that shape the universe. The stars we once recognized have faded into the distance, replaced by a sea of unfamiliar constellations, distant galaxies, and the quiet hum of the void. Out here, beyond the familiar boundaries of what we know, the universe reveals itself in whispers, a silent language of motion, energy, and the unseen connections that link all things. As we float through the cosmic abyss, the fabric of space itself seems to pulse gently, as if breathing in slow, rhythmic waves. This is the universe in its truest form. Not a static expanse, but a living, evolving entity, stretching and shifting in ways we are only beginning to understand. The galaxies around us, scattered like distant islands, each tell a different story. Some are young, their stars burning bright with the promise of new life, while others are ancient, their light dimmed by the weight of eon. We glide past a spiral galaxy, its arms curling like the delicate tendrils of a celestial flower. The stars within it glow with a quiet intensity, their light traveling across millions of years to reach us. The oldest among them have seen the rise and fall of entire civilizations, their existence a mere blink in the timeline of the cosmos. Some stars, massive and volatile, are on the brink of destruction, their fates sealed in the inevitable collapse that will one day give birth to new worlds. Ahead, a lone neutron star pulses with an eerie rhythm, sending waves of radiation across the cosmos like a beacon in the dark. These stellar remnants, born from the fiery deaths of supernovae, are among the most extreme objects in the universe. Their surfaces are solid yet fluid, their gravity so intense that atoms themselves are crushed into bizarre forms. If we were to approach too closely, the very atoms in our bodies would be torn apart, stretched into incomprehensible strands of energy before vanishing into oblivion. Beyond this stellar graveyard, we encounter something even stranger, a rogue planet, wandering alone through the void, untethered from any star. These planets, cast out from their birth systems by gravitational forces, drift endlessly through the dark, their surfaces frozen and barren. Some may still harbor warmth deep within, their cores insulated by thick layers of ice and rock. Could life exist here, hidden beneath the frozen crust, clinging to the faint heat that lingers from a time when they still had a sun? The possibility lingers in the silence. As we continue our journey, we begin to sense the presence of something vast, an immense force, stretching across the cosmos, shaping the very structure of the universe itself. This is dark matter, the unseen scaffolding upon which galaxies are built, a force so pervasive that it outweighs all visible matter in the universe. Though it cannot be seen, its influence is undeniable. Galaxies spin faster than they should, their stars held together by an invisible hand. Without dark matter, the universe as we know it would unravel, its delicate balance disrupted, its structures collapsing into chaos. Deeper still, we encounter one of the great voids of space, an immense region where galaxies are scarce, where the darkness stretches on without interruption. These cosmic voids, some spanning hundreds of millions of light years, are the empty spaces between the filaments of the cosmic web, vast and silent. What forces shaped these empty chasms? Were they once filled with galaxies that have long since faded away? Or have they always been devoid of light? Eternal pockets of nothingness within an otherwise vibrant cosmos. The silence here is overwhelming, yet strangely peaceful. It is a reminder that not all of the universe is filled with light and movement. Some regions are simply vast expanses of stillness, untouched by the forces that sculpt galaxies and stars. And yet, even in the quiet of these great voids, there is the potential for something more. Perhaps in time, they too will be filled with light. As the universe continues its eternal cycle of creation and destruction, moving beyond the void, we encounter a sight unlike any we have seen before. A massive galaxy cluster, its countless members locked in a gravitational embrace. Here galaxies collide and merge, their stars dancing in a slow-motion ballet of cosmic proportions. Some will be torn apart, their matter redistributed into new formations, while others will grow larger, absorbing their neighbors into their spiraling arc. This is the grand process of cosmic evolution, a never-ending reshaping of the universe. At the heart of this cluster, a supermassive black hole lurks, its gravitational pull shaping the space around it. Unlike the isolated black holes we have seen before, this one is a true cosmic behemoth, billions of times the mass of the Sun. Around it, an accretion disk glows with the heat of matter, spiraling inward, its energy unleashed in brilliant jets that stretch for thousands of light years. These jets, composed of charged particles moving at nearly the speed of light, carve through the intergalactic medium, influencing the formation of stars and galaxies in ways still not fully understood. The realization settles upon us. This journey, though vast, has barely scratched the surface of what exists beyond our home. The universe is not simply a collection of stars and galaxies, but a living, evolving entity, filled with wonders we have yet to comprehend. Each discovery leads to new questions, each mystery hinting at deeper truths that remain just beyond our reach. As we drift onward, the cosmos continues to stretch before us, an infinite landscape of possibility. We are but travelers in this grand expanse, momentary observers in an eternal unfolding of creation and change. The journey is endless, the stars are uncountable, and the mysteries are infinite. And so we continue onward, deeper into the unknown, guided by the silent pull of curiosity, the quiet whisper of the universe calling us ever forward.
Drifting ever deeper into the cosmic abyss, we move beyond the familiar patterns of clustered galaxies, past the grand spirals and elliptical behemoths that shine like lighthouses in the vastness of space. Here, in the void between the great celestial formations, silence reigns. Not the silence of mere emptiness, but a deep, resounding stillness, a quiet that stretches across time and space, untouched by the echoes of creation. The darkness around us is not total, for even in the emptiest regions of space, light travels. Faint glimmers from distant galaxies, their light traveling for billions of years, form delicate threads in the otherwise featureless expanse. These photons, ancient travelers themselves, whisper secrets of bygone eras, carrying stories from realms so distant that their landscapes may have already changed beyond recognition. As we drift further into the cosmic unknown, we begin to sense a presence, not a physical entity but a force woven into the very fabric of the universe itself. This is the realm of dark matter, an unseen substance that makes up a staggering amount of the cosmos, yet remains completely invisible to human eyes. It exerts its influence silently, binding galaxies together, shaping the very scaffolding of the universe, yet revealing itself only through the pull of its gravity. Dark matter is a ghostly force, a quiet architect responsible for the formation of galaxies, filaments, and vast cosmic voids. Without it, the universe would lack the structure we see today, its stars and galaxies scattered haphazardly instead of arranged in the breathtaking cosmic web that stretches across the heavens. The delicate strands of this web, shaped by dark matter, guide the formation of galaxies, each one a brilliant jewel resting upon the invisible threads of the universe. Yet for all its importance, dark matter remains one of the greatest enigmas of modern science. Unlike the glowing nebulae or the searing heat of stars, dark matter does not emit, reflect, or absorb light. It cannot be touched or seen directly. Scientists only know of its existence because of the way it bends space around it, warping the paths of light like an unseen hand subtly reshaping the cosmos. If we could see it,
The sky above us would be woven with tendrils of a vast, cosmic tapestry, an intricate network of dark filaments cradling galaxies within their invisible embrace. As we float through the emptiness, the vast scale of the universe becomes truly apparent. The immense gaps between galaxies stretch for millions of light years, unfathomably vast deserts of nothingness. And yet, even in these desolate regions, gravity continues its eternal work, subtly shifting and guiding the dance of celestial bodies. Ahead, a new wonder emerges from the dark, a luminous arc of light bending gracefully across the void. This is gravitational lensing in action, a phenomenon where the immense mass of a galaxy cluster warps the very fabric of space-time, bending and magnifying the light of galaxies behind it. Through this natural cosmic lens, we glimpse galaxies far beyond what would normally be visible, ancient beacons from the earliest days of the universe. The light from these galaxies has been traveling for billions of years, longer than Earth itself has existed. These distant realms existed in a time when the cosmos was young, when the first stars were still forging the elements that would one day form planets, oceans, and life itself. Gazing upon them is like looking back in time, peering through the corridors of eternity at a universe still in its infancy. Yet, even as we marvel at these cosmic wonders, the realization settles in that we are only scratching the surface. Beyond these galaxies, beyond the furthest reaches of our instruments, lies a region forever lost to us, the unobservable universe, a place where light will never reach us, where expansion has stretched space so rapidly that its secrets remain locked away beyond an unreachable horizon. And yet, though we may never see beyond that cosmic veil, the knowledge of its existence is enough to inspire awe. The universe does not end where our vision ceases. It continues endlessly, stretching into infinity. It is a humbling realization, one that reminds us of how small we are in the grand scheme of things. But far from diminishing our significance, it does the opposite. It connects us to something great. In this boundless sea of stars and silence, we are not merely observers, but participants in an unfolding cosmic story. We are made from the very same elements forged in the hearts of stars, bound to the universe by the same forces that shape galaxies and bend the fabric of space. The mystery of the cosmos is our mystery, its vastness our own to ponder. And so we drift onward, carried by the quiet currents of the universe, guided not by destinations, but by wonder itself. The stars call to us, and we listen, embracing the infinite unknown. Drifting further into the vast, uncharted regions of the cosmos, we find ourselves immersed in a silence so profound that it seems to stretch beyond time itself. The darkness is not empty. It is alive, pulsing with the soft glow of distant nebula, the scattered remnants of ancient stars, and the flickering dance of quasars that shine like cosmic lighthouses in the abyss. We are explorers of the infinite, voyaging through a celestial ocean, where the past and future intertwine in ways we are only beginning to understand. Far ahead, a great stellar nursery comes into view, a vast cloud of gas and dust, bathed in the gentle illumination of young, newly formed stars. Here, the universe is at work, weaving together the delicate threads of creation. These stellar nurseries are the birthing grounds of suns, places where gravity gathers stray atoms into swirling storms of matter, compressing them until the heat of fusion ignites their cores. The nebula before us is like a dream suspended in space, its tendrils of glowing dust spiraling outward in an intricate cosmic ballet. As we drift closer, we witness the birth of a star, a process spanning millions of years. Yet in this moment, we are granted a vision of its unfolding. Deep within the nebula's embrace, a dense region of gas contracts, slowly gathering mass. The pressure rises, and the temperature soars, until suddenly, with a burst of radiant energy, a new star ignites, its light piercing through the surrounding mist. It is a quiet yet momentous event, a beacon of hope in the endless dark. But even as new stars are born, others meet their end. In the distance, we spot a dying giant, a red supergiant, swollen and unstable, its outer layers trembling with the final throes of existence. This star has lived for millions of years, fusing elements in its core to sustain the delicate balance between gravity and radiation. But now, that balance has tipped, and the core is collapsing under its own weight. In an instant, the star erupts into a brilliant supernova, a cataclysmic explosion so powerful that it outshines an entire galaxy. For a fleeting moment, it becomes one of the brightest objects in the universe, its violent death scattering heavy elements into the void: gold, iron, carbon, the very materials that will one day form planets, moons, and even life itself. We continue our journey, carried along by the cosmic currents, passing through a region of space where the remnants of ancient civilizations might still linger. Could there be others out here, watching the same stars, wondering if they are alone? The vastness of the cosmos makes it seem inevitable, yet the silence remains. The Fermi paradox haunts our thoughts. If the universe is so vast, so old, and so full of potential, why have we found no trace of others? Are they hidden, or have they long since vanished, leaving only their ruins drifting in the dark? Perhaps the answer lies ahead, in the cold, silent reaches beyond the galactic edge, where stars are few and the universe fades into an eerie void. These intergalactic spaces, stretching between massive clusters of galaxies, are among the loneliest places imaginable. Regions where a single wandering planet could remain undisturbed for eons, untouched by the warmth of a nearby star. Could ancient beings have escaped here, choosing isolation over interaction? Or do these voids serve as the resting places of civilizations lost to time, their stories erased by the endless drift of cosmic dust? As we press onward, we encounter something unexpected: a rogue planet, ejected from its solar system long ago, now drifting aimlessly through the darkness. Without a sun to anchor it, this lonely world wanders endlessly, its surface frozen beneath an eternal night. And yet, even here, life might find a way. Deep beneath the ice, geothermal heat from the planet's core could sustain hidden oceans, where creatures unlike anything we have known could thrive in total darkness. The universe is filled with surprises, and even in the most desolate of places, the spark of life may endure. Still further ahead, we see the faint glow of a quasar, a beacon from the distant past, powered by a supermassive black hole consuming matter at an unimaginable rate. The quasar's light has traveled for billions of years to reach us, a message from a time when galaxies were young, when the cosmos itself was still in its infancy. What secrets does this ancient light hold? As we drift closer, we witness the gravitational fury of the quasar's core, a swirling accretion disk of gas, heated to millions of degrees, spiraling toward the event horizon, where time slows to a crawl. We linger for a moment, contemplating the unknowable depths of the black hole at the quasar's heart. Anything that crosses the event horizon is lost forever, drawn into a singularity where the very fabric of space and time is torn apart. What lies beyond? Some theorists suggest that black holes may be gateways to other universes, hidden passages to realms beyond our comprehension. If we were to cross that invisible threshold, would we emerge elsewhere in another time, another reality? Or would we simply cease to be, swallowed by the eternal night? There is so much we still do not know, and yet, as we continue our voyage, we feel no fear, only wonder. The universe is vast beyond measure, but it is also a place of beauty, of constant creation and transformation. Every star we pass, every world we glimpse, every distant light shimmering in the darkness, tells a story. Some stories have ended, their echoes fading into the background hum of the cosmos. Others are just beginning, unfolding in spirals of dust and fire, shaping the future of the star. As we drift onward, we leave behind the quasar, the rogue planet, the remnants of ancient civilizations, and the echoes of long-extinguished suns. The journey is far from over, and the mysteries of the universe stretch endlessly before us. There are more stars to see, more questions to ask, more wonders to discover.
Drifting deeper into the great cosmic unknown, we continue our journey, weightless and untethered, carried only by the silent whispers of the universe.
Stars stretch infinitely in all directions, scattered like luminescent grains of sand upon an endless celestial shore. Their light, ancient and unyielding, has traveled millions, even billions of years to reach this moment, illuminating the vastness with a quiet persistence that defies the passage of time. The darkness between them is not empty but teeming with invisible energies, waves of radiation, and the silent pull of gravity shaping the grand design of the cosmos. As we move forward, we come upon a region of space where time seems to slow, where the familiar rules of physics feel tenuous, bending under the weight of something vast and enigmatic. Here, stretched across the cosmos like filaments of a delicate web, is one of the greatest structures in existence, the cosmic web. It is a lattice of galaxies, dark matter and intergalactic gas, forming an intricate tapestry that connects the universe. These threads, spanning millions of light years, serve as the arteries through which galaxies flow, shaping the evolution of the cosmos itself. The cosmic web was not always so structured. In the beginning, the universe was a nearly uniform sea of particles, a primordial soup left in the wake of the Big Bang. But over billions of years, gravity pulled matter together, clustering it into immense walls and filaments, leaving vast voids in between. Silent expanses where entire galaxies are absent, like great oceans of darkness, separating the luminous archipelagos of the cosmos. These voids, some spanning hundreds of millions of light years, are among the loneliest places in existence, untouched by the billions of stars where time itself feels stretched and distant. Beyond the cosmic web, our path takes us toward a new mystery, a great celestial river of galaxies flowing in one direction, as if drawn toward an unseen force. This motion, known as dark flow, suggests the influence of something beyond our observable universe. What could be calling these galaxies forth? A hidden mass, a structure too vast for us to comprehend, or perhaps even the gravitational pull of another universe beyond our own. The questions linger, unanswered, carried through space like drifting echoes of curiosity. As we pass through this flowing current of galaxies, we witness stellar nurseries glowing like embers in the dark. These are the birthing grounds of stars, vast clouds of gas and dust where gravity weaves new suns into existence. Some stars will live quiet, steady lives, while others will burn with furious intensity before meeting violent ends. Supernovae, eruptions so powerful they can outshine entire galaxies for brief moments. These stellar explosions scatter heavy elements across the cosmos, the very building blocks of planets, of life itself. It is here that the remnants of long-dead stars seed the universe with potential, ensuring that from destruction comes creation. The further we travel, the more time and space seem to shift, warping and stretching under the immense gravitational influence of something unseen yet undeniable. It is here that we encounter a phenomenon so strange, so contrary to intuition, that it remains one of the greatest mysteries of modern physics: the holographic principle. The very nature of reality, it suggests, may not be what we perceive. Could our three-dimensional universe be merely a projection of information encoded on a distant two-dimensional surface? If so, what lies beyond the boundary of that surface? The idea that our universe may be but a shadow of a higher dimensional reality is as unsettling as it is awe-inspiring. And yet this is the nature of the cosmos, a place where our greatest assumptions are challenged, where the boundaries of understanding are forever being pushed outward. We move beyond the filaments of the cosmic web, beyond the currents of dark flow, toward the faintest whispers of existence itself. It is here in the dimmest reaches of space that we find the oldest light in the universe, the cosmic microwave background. This faint afterglow, stretched and cooled over billions of years, is a relic of creation itself, a frozen snapshot of the universe's infancy. It is the first light that ever existed, echoing across time, a memory imprinted upon the fabric of space. This light, so faint and yet so all-encompassing, reminds us that the universe is not merely an expanse of stars and galaxies. It is a story, an unfolding narrative stretching across each. We are not merely observers of this tale, but participants, bound to the cosmos by the very same atoms that were forged in the hearts of ancient stars. As we drift deeper into the unknown, the silence of space grows heavier, pressing against the limits of our perception. The stars thin, their familiar glow fading into a distant shimmer, until we find ourselves at the very edge of what can be known. Beyond this point, beyond the veil of observation, lies the ultimate mystery, the great cosmic beyond, where even light has yet to travel. And yet, even here, there is a quiet hum, a vibration upon the unseen strings of the universe itself. Perhaps the cosmos does not end, but instead begins anew in ways we cannot yet fathom. Perhaps beyond the darkness, there is another universe, another reality waiting to be discovered. We pause, suspended in the endless tide of time, knowing that our journey is far from over. The universe calls us forward, ever onward, deeper into its mysteries, and so we drift, lost among the stars, forever explorers of the infinite unknown.
Drifting deeper into the unknown, we leave behind the familiar constellations that once guided us and venture further into the cosmic abyss. The stars, once scattered across the firmament like glowing embers, begin to fade, replaced by the endless void stretching infinitely in all directions. It is here, in the vast, silent reaches of space, that the universe reveals its most profound secrets. The darkness is not empty. It is alive, teeming with energies unseen, with celestial bodies beyond human comprehension. A faint glow shimmers in the distance, barely perceptible against the blackness. We drift toward it, guided not by gravity or light, but by an unseen force, perhaps curiosity, perhaps something great. The glow strengthens, revealing a nebula unlike any other, its filaments weaving intricate patterns of luminous gas, pulsing gently like the breath of a sleeping giant. As we move through this cosmic tapestry, the colors shift, deep blues blending into emerald greens, giving way to golden strands of dust stretching for light years. These nebulous structures are not mere decorations of the cosmos. They are nurseries of creation, cradles of new stars forming in the coldest corners of space. If we listen closely, we can almost hear the soft murmur of atoms colliding, fusing together to birth the celestial beacons of tomorrow. Within this stellar nursery, newborn stars flicker, still cocooned in their gaseous wombs. Some will grow to burn brightly for millions of years, while others may collapse under their own weight, giving birth to neutron stars or even black holes. This cycle, endless and unyielding, shapes the very fabric of the universe. Life and death intertwined in an eternal dance. Beyond the nebula, we come across a planet unlike any seen before. It is a rogue world, drifting aimlessly between the stars, untethered from the gravitational embrace of any sun. These solitary wanderers, known as rogue planets, are castaways of the cosmos, ejected from their home systems through gravitational interactions, doomed to roam the galactic voids indefinitely. Despite its exile, this planet is not lifeless. A faint luminescence glows from beneath its icy crust, a soft, eerie blue radiance that hints at geothermal activity. We descend through the thick, frozen clouds, peeling back layers of mist to reveal vast subterranean oceans heated by the planet's core. Could there be life beneath the ice? In the crushing darkness, shielded from the frigid void above, strange organisms might thrive, feeding on thermal vents and chemical energy, much like the deep-sea creatures of Earth's. As we leave the rogue planet behind, we approach something truly enigmatic, a structure unlike any natural formation we have encountered. It is not an asteroid, nor a planet, nor a comet. It is something else entirely. Suspended in the void, a colossal ring of dark material floats in silence, stretching for hundreds of kilometers. It is impossibly symmetrical, its surface smooth and devoid of any signs of impact or erosion. Could it be the remnants of an ancient megastructure, a Dyson ring built by an extinct civilization to harness the energy of a now vanished star? Or is it something even more enigmatic, a naturally occurring phenomenon yet to be understood by human mind? We move cautiously closer,
studying the strange artifact, but it offers no answers, only questions. It is a relic of something greater, something beyond our comprehension. Perhaps it is a gateway, a cosmic relic left behind by travelers who once wandered these very depths. If it is a doorway, where does it lead? We are left with nothing but speculation as we drift past, pulled ever further into the unknown. The universe continues to expand around us, its boundaries limitless, its mysteries unending. We are mere observers in this grand cosmic narrative, drifting between the pages of a story still being written. Ahead, new wonders await, and we press on, eager to discover what lies beyond.
Drifting endlessly through the cosmic unknown, we have ventured far beyond the reaches of familiar stars, past the glowing remnants of ancient galaxies, and into the boundless depths where even time seems to lose its grip. The vastness of the universe has unfolded before us like a celestial tapestry, woven with the light of distant suns and the whispers of forgotten cosmic winds. But now, our journey nears its final chapter, and as we gaze out into the infinite, we find ourselves reflecting on the wonders we have witnessed. The stars, once distant pinpricks of light, have become familiar companions, each one holding its own story, tales of creation, destruction, and rebirth. We have marveled at the great cosmic web, stretching like filaments of glowing silk across the dark void, linking galaxies in an intricate dance dictated by gravity. We have wandered through nebulous clouds, where new stars are born in fiery brilliance, and traced the delicate trails of comets as they weave their way through the silent corridors of space. But for all that we have seen, there remains an even greater mystery, one that cannot be measured in light years or explained through equations. It is the mystery of existence itself, the unfathomable question of why anything exists at all. As we have drifted further from our home, from the comforting glow of our sun, we have not just traveled through space, we have journeyed into the depths of our own understanding, seeking answers to questions that have echoed through the minds of dreamers and thinkers for millennia. What lies beyond the edge of the known universe? Is there an end to this infinite expanse? Or does it continue forever, folding into itself like the loops of a timeless dream? Perhaps our journey has not been to reach an ultimate destination, but to embrace the truth that the cosmos is not meant to be understood in its entirety. It is meant to be experienced, to be marveled at, to inspire wonder. As we turn our gaze back toward the familiar, we see the distant glow of the Milky Way, a luminous band stretching across the cosmic sea. Somewhere within that swirling mass of stars, our tiny blue world orbits a gentle sun, cradled in the quiet embrace of a vast and unknowable universe. It is humbling, yet beautiful, to realize that in all this vastness, we are but a small flicker of consciousness, a brief moment of awareness in the eternal dance of the cosmos. Our journey through the galactic unknown has led us to a truth that is both simple and profound. Though the universe may be incomprehensibly vast, though it may hold secrets we may never fully uncover, it is our curiosity, our wonder, and our longing to explore that give meaning to the endless night. Whether through the lens of a telescope, the calculations of a physicist, or the dreams of a poet, we continue to reach out into the unknown, not to conquer it, but to become a part of it. And so, as our cosmic voyage draws to a close, we leave behind the great nebulae, the quiet pulsars, and the drifting interstellar clouds, carrying with us the echoes of stardust and the whispers of the void. We are but travelers in this grand, endless expanse, seekers of knowledge, wanderers of the infinite. The stars will continue to shine, the galaxies will keep their silent vigil, and the universe will unfold in ways we have yet to imagine. But as long as there are eyes to look up in wonder, as long as there are minds that dare to dream, the journey will never truly end. We have traveled far, but the cosmos remains, and perhaps one day we will return to explore its mysteries once more. For now, we close our eyes and drift gently back, carrying the light of the universe within us.